परब्रह्म समारम्भाम् श्रीदत्तात्रेयमध्यमाम् श्रीदत्तस्वामी पर्यन्ताम् वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्। सर्वविश्वन्यस्तपादपद्मायते वामहस्तालोलवेदशास्त्रायते ज्ञानसूर्यायते दत्तरूपायते श्रीवेणुगोपालकृष्णाय वन्दनम्। श्रीवेणुगोपालकृष्णाय वन्दनम्। श्रीवेणुगोपालकृष्णाय वन्दनम्। गुरुदत्त श्रीदत्त प्रभुदत्त पाहि माम्। विधिदत्त हरिदत्त हरदत्त रक्ष माम्। पाहि मां दत्ता रक्ष मां दत्ता।
श्रीदत्तगणपतिं भजे उन्मत्तनटनताण्डवम् मत्ते भवदनभास्फुरम् चित्ताब्जबोधभास्करम् आयत्तयोगराजितम् वित्तेशनित्यपूजितम् उत्तानपाणिमुद्रितम् श्रीकृत्तिवाससुतम् कैलासदृशदिनर्तनं भक्तान्तरङ्गवर्तनम् आपौघपाशकर्तनं श्रीपार्वतीसुतं भजे लम्बोदराङ्गताण्डवम् मुद्राकराब्जपण्डितम् सर्वाङ्गनागमण्डनम् वन्दे विनायकं पदिम् धिन्धिम्मितकिटमर्तळम् भं भं निनादशङ्खकम् आनन्दनृत्यतत्परम् ध्यायामि प्रमथनायकम् आमोदकरमोदकम् वेदान्तमतिमादकम् दुष्कर्मफलसाधकम् विघ्नेश्वरं गुरुं भजे सृष्टिस्थितिलयकारणं मूषाख्यदैत्यमारणं संसारजलधितारणं स्तौमि प्रभुनरवारणं पञ्चास्यमादिदैवतं देवर्षिभिः समर्चितम् आलोकगणितसञ्चितं विघ्नाधिनाथमाश्रये लोकैकपरमवैभवं लोकेश्वरादिसम्भवम् आलोकपरिहृतोद्भवम् आलोकये परं भवम् श्रीकृष्णकविनिवेदितैः श्लोकाख्यमोदकैरिमैः आनन्दगणपतिं पतिम् आराधयन्तु साधकाः। श्रीदत्तगणपतिं भजे श्रीदत्तगणपतिं भजे श्रीदत्तगणपतिं भजे।
सदाशिवसमारम्भां श्रीदत्तात्रेयमध्यमां श्रीदत्तस्वामिपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम् सर्वविश्वन्यस्तपादपद्मायते वामहस्तालोल वेदशास्त्रायते ज्ञानसूर्यायते दत्तरूपायते श्रीवेणुगोपाल कृष्णाय वन्दनम् श्रीवेणुगोपाल कृष्णाय वन्दनम् श्रीवेणुगोपाल कृष्णाय वन्दनम् गुरुदत्त श्रीदत्त प्रभुदत्त पाहि माम् विधिदत्त हरिदत्त हरदत्त रक्ष माम् पाहि मां दत्त रक्ष मां दत्त. Swami, Namaskaram Swami.
Namaste.
This is our Datta Swami's 77th birthday. Swami came down as a human incarnation to preach his excellent spiritual knowledge. It was nowhere in the past, any yugas. The first time Swami only revealed. Even if you go to Kruta Yuga, Treta Yuga or Dwapara Yuga, the Swami first down clearly explained complete knowledge. And if anybody, and he is lively available right now, and we got the opportunity to directly interact with him and ask any questions so that he will clarify all our doubts. So the greatest opportunity we have right now, and his contemporary times we are also alive, and he given birth for us in his time, and we are thankful for him to give the opportunity and talk with him and live with him and get the knowledge from him. Anybody have any questions? Can everybody can answer? Can question Swami? Swami will answer. In the live, people who are watching on the live, they can unmute themselves and ask the question, and Swami will answer for that also. Swami, I have a question. You came down as an incarnation, as a human incarnation, and given excellent spiritual knowledge. In the past, no one is given in such kind of a knowledge, and clarity of the knowledge also. And can you elaborate your coming down to the earth and giving the excellent spiritual knowledge in the right contemporary times?
You see, you have to decide the contemporary human incarnation through the merits of his expressed knowledge. That is the identification for the contemporary human incarnation. One simply declaring himself as incarnation cannot be the incarnation of God. After hearing the knowledge, you must feel that it is such an excellent knowledge. Therefore, the speaker of this knowledge, the propagator of this knowledge, must be the incarnation of contemporary human incarnation of God. So, based on the quality of the spiritual knowledge, you yourself must decide. It should not be based on my declaration. Everybody will declare in such case. So, you must analyze my knowledge and find out its merits and then decide whether this knowledge is given by a human being or a human incarnation. After preaching the 18 chapters of Bhagavad Gita, the last verse is Krishna says to Arjuna, Vimrushyaita dasheshena yadhechasi tatha kuru. Don't believe blindly whatever I said is correct. You analyze, you hear, you analyze, and then decide. Even though Krishna has shown the Vishwarupa to Arjuna, since I have shown Vishwarupa, I am God, therefore believe whatever I said is correct. He did not say like that. He told, whatever I said you heard, you analyze my knowledge and then decide. That's what Krishna told. Because based on showing the Vishwarupa, cosmic vision, is a miracle. Miracles are shown even by demons. Ravana, Hiranyakashipu, Hiranyaksha, so many demons have shown very, very tremendous miracles. Therefore, we cannot believe that Hiranyakashipu is God or Ravana is God. Even though they have shown the miracles, none of them preached the true spiritual knowledge. None of them expressed the excellent true spiritual knowledge. Therefore, the sages did not accept these demons as the human incarnations of God. Hence, you must base on your analysis. The analysis of the spiritual knowledge given by me, based on that, you must conclude whether this knowledge is spoken by a human being or by a human incarnation of God. So, that is what I want to say to your question. Okay?
Thank you, sir.
Perfect. Thank you so much, Shri Datta Swami, for giving us the opportunity to be in your presence. I just found out of you a couple of weeks ago, and I've been reading a lot on your website. And actually, I had a lot of questions. A lot of questions also get answered by reading. But one of the questions that just popped up was about you wrote about the duality between the soul and God, that there will be always duality between the soul and the God. God is the soul, God is actually all the souls, but the soul cannot never be God. And that you described something in the sense of very high state that a soul can reach, which you described as supreme duality. And I'm a little bit scattered in the sense of understanding this, like because some traditions, for example, the Shaktis, they describe the merging with Shakti, where the soul or where the being or the soul completely merged with Shakti, and then becomes one with God. And my question is, what is my question? My question is, what happens with the soul when it merges with the divine? With, for example, specifically, if we speak about the Shakti path, that this being completely merges with Shakti, and the I sense is completely dissolved. What is left, and what happens with the soul? Is the soul then completely dissolved in God, and is it non-existent? Or, yeah. So that's my question. If that's a clear question.
See, when God merges with the human being, first let us take the merge of unimaginable God with the energetic being called Datta. energetic form containing energetic soul. The body is also made of energy. The soul is anyhow made of nervous energy. Everything energy only. It is the medium is completely energy, no matter. Here, the unimaginable God, when merges with this energetic body and energetic soul, here in this example, you are dealing with the merge of one unimaginable item with another imaginable item. The energetic body and energetic soul of Datta is imaginable. The merging God is unimaginable. Now, in this world, you find the merge of two imaginable items only. Suppose you add sugar to water. Sugar dissolves, sugar merges with the water. Both water and sugar are imaginable items. Science can explain all the process of dissolution. Here the two items are imaginable, but here one is unimaginable item and another is imaginable item. To understand this merge, you don't have any example in the world where one unimaginable item merges with another imaginable item. There is no example in the world so that you can understand the actual process. In the world, two imaginable items merge. We can understand, we can imagine the process also. The process of merge of two imaginable items is imaginable. The process of merge of one unimaginable item with another imaginable item does not exist in the creation. And therefore, the process of merge is completely unimaginable. We can say that X merged with Y. Generally, when two items, imaginable items, merge with each other, the result may be a mixture. The result may be a compound. Mixture has the average properties of the two mixing items. Compound has new properties other than the properties of the merging items. Here, when the unimaginable God merges with the imaginable energetic form, the point here is the unimaginable God is absolute reality. The merged energetic form is relative reality. All this world is relative reality. All the items are relatively real. So both are of the same, both have the same reality, that is relative reality. X merges with Y. Both are imaginable items. Both have relative reality. But here, absolute reality is merging with a relative reality item. Therefore, the process of merge of unimaginable God with imaginable energetic form is unimaginable. We can simply say it has merged. Unimaginable God merged with the energetic form. And the result is God Datta. Why he is called as God Datta? Because the unimaginable God, when merged with the imaginable item, the result becomes imaginable as well as unimaginable. Imaginable, that is why we are seeing it with our eyes. unimaginable because it performs miracles. So it has a dual nature of relative reality and absolute reality. Dual nature of electron. It behaves like a wave as well as a particle. Dual nature of electron, we say. Similarly, you have the unimaginable properties of God to recognize it as God, and you also see the form with your eyes and therefore the human nature of human being component. So, however, the unimaginable miracles are certainly the identification mark of the unimaginable God, because miracles are unimaginable events and their source is unimaginable God. So by that you can infer the unimaginable God is present with God Datta. Even then, by mere miracles you cannot identify the God, because God is said to be Satyam Jnanam Anantam Brahma by Veda. He is the embodiment of true spiritual knowledge. He preaches excellent true spiritual knowledge. That is the main identification. Because that knowledge directs the devotee to reach God. But miracles cannot help in any way. Only it helps to recognize that unimaginable God is present in this contemporary human form. Only existence is recognized. Astityevopalabdhavyaha, Veda says. But through miracles, you can infer that God is existing, unimaginable God is existing. That much only. The miracles, see, the difference between the demon and the human incarnation is, human incarnation never tries to exhibit the miracles. When there is a necessary urgency, when there is a necessity, then only the miracle is expressed by the human incarnation. Demons are not like that. They purposefully exhibit their miraculous powers. They want to get fame and ego, etc. are there. So that is why the miraculous power of human incarnation and miraculous power of demon both are completely different. And another thing also, the demons never have love towards their devotees. In fact, most of the demons eat human beings. So, in this way, there is a lot of difference. You can filter out easily the demons. Then what are the identification marks? The excellent spiritual knowledge, and another is Raso Vaisaha. He is the embodiment of love. He is the embodiment of knowledge. He is the embodiment of love in protecting his real devotees. He will take the punishments of their sins onto him and suffer for the sake of real devotees and relieve them from the difficulties. That is the love and that is the knowledge. Knowledge and love both are important characteristics of human incarnation. And miracles also are present in the human incarnation, but they are used only to help the devotees in a positive way and not to exhibit those miracles. And moreover, miracles are very dangerous also, because when miracles are exhibited, people want to use those miraculous powers for the solution of their worldly problems. They become more selfish. If you want to reach God, selfishness must be completely eradicated. So by miracles, if you get the advantage of miracles, you will become more and more selfish to solve your more worldly problems. You are moving away from God. due to the miracles. That is why miracles should not be stressed very much, except for the case of an atheist who doesn't believe in the existence of God. For his sake only miracles are exhibited by the human incarnation. So, the answer for this question is that what happens to soul? Nothing happens to soul. Soul remains a soul. And this God who merged with the soul is unimaginable, invisible, and unimaginable. Therefore, the God is mixed. The God is present in the human being, but it is unimaginable. That God is unimaginable, and you can recognize the existence of unimaginable God in him through the unimaginable events called miracles, through his unimaginable knowledge, and through his unimaginable love towards the devotees. So that is the answer.
Hello. My first question is Papa Bhiti, the fear of sin, and Daiva Bhiti, the fear of God, are important for leading a disciplined life. Sometimes negative thoughts arise and sometimes fear arise. Also, when I fall sick, same thing goes on. Is this fear the basis for negative thoughts? How should I overcome it and progress in the spiritual journey?
You see, whenever one gets negative thoughts, don't entertain them. Let the negative thoughts come. Don't think that you are getting those negative thoughts. The negative thoughts are coming by themselves. And don't entertain, don't give importance to those negative thoughts. They come and go. Just like the oxygen air comes and goes. So if you give importance, if you start worrying, if you give importance to the negative thoughts, then such thoughts will come again and again. If some guest comes to your house, and if you give importance to the guest, he will come again and again. If the guest comes to the house, you don't bother about him, you don't worry about him, you are not concerned about him, that guest will never come again. He will leave and will never visit you again. So by neglecting, see, when negative thoughts are coming, what you are feeling is that you are responsible for that negative thought. You are the possessor of that negative thought. When you feel, you become the owner. When you don't feel that I am different, the negative thought is different, I have no connection with that. The guest, somebody came, let him sit for some time and go away. I don't bother about him. I don't give him coffee. I don't give him even water. I will not ask him, how are you? Nothing. I will keep silent. He is somebody going on the road has come and just is sitting in the veranda. Perhaps his legs were paining, so he was sitting for some time. Let him go. I want to talk with him. I don't own him. He is not related to me in any way. He is not my relation. Some foreigner. So some member of the public. He has come. Let him sit. Let him go. When you neglect the negative thoughts, they will stop coming to you. If you are bothered, if you take care about those negative thoughts, thinking that they belong to you, you are developing a relationship with it, with the negative thought. And when you develop such a relationship, then the negative thought will bother you. You become the owner of the negative thought. You get the sin of the negative thought. Because you yourself developed a relationship with that thought. Don't develop any relationship. The thought is, it has come from the world. Let it stay for some time if it wants. I don't bother about it. And let it go. Guna guneshu vartanta iti matva nasajjate. If you think that The qualities do not belong to me. They are some qualities of the world. They have come just like ghosts. They will be moving. Sometimes the ghosts take rest in your house. That is called as Pishacha Bhaga. If your house is facing to east, the west side you must leave some space called as Pishacha Bhaga. If your house is facing north or south, you must leave some space towards the south. South and west are called as Pishacha Bhagas. You should not close the Pishacha Bhagas. If you leave some space there, they will come, sit there for some time, take rest, and then they go. If you close the west side and south side, the Pishachas will enter the house. And the people will lose their peace of mind. So that is why in astrology, in Vastu Shastra, it is mentioned that west side and south side are Pishacha Bhagas. It should not have roof. Some vacant place must be left over so that these ghosts, they come, sit for some time in that open place, and then again they go away. They will not enter the house. If you close the west side or the south side completely, they will enter the house. So similarly, you feel that there are some ghosts entering your house, your body. There is some Pishacha Bhaga, the vacant place. Vacant place means you are not concerned with those ideas. You have no connection, you have no relationship with those ghosts. Let them come, sit for some time, and go away. Like that, if you neglect them, they will not come again. Yes. Next.
Thank you, Swami. My second question. Swamiji, you appeared in my dreams preaching several times. Immediately after filling the brain, it gets closed like a box. But I don't remember a word from them whenever I try to recollect. Why am I not able to remember? Please enlighten me regarding these divine dreams at your lotus feet.
So, Radhika, can you explain?
Yes, Swami. So here she is having many dreams in which you come, Swami.
Mm.
But in those dreams, when she'll see you, speak with you, or you say something, it is all visible in the dream. But when she wakes up, she'll not able to remember anything what you said or the meaning of those dreams. So she's asking how to understand those divine dreams.
You see, if I come in the dream, I will protect the memory so that you will remember what I have spoken in the dream. If you are not remembering my words after awaking, I have not come. You have created me in the dream. Your vasanas, your samskaras, they also created dreams. See, dream is said to be serve two purposes. One, it can act as a medium for God. If God wants to give some instruction to you, some message to you, He uses the dream as the medium. That is one purpose. Another thing is, other side of the dream is that your samskaras, your strong thoughts present in the previous births, they come in the subconsciousness, they come and they materialize. They are related to some events of your previous births. That you need not worry. So, when God comes in the dream and gives some message, God will certainly keep your memory. He will protect your memory so that after awakening from the dream, you will certainly remember what He has spoken. If you are not remembering, that means God did not come into your dream. It is only your vasanas, your previous birth thoughts They have created some forms and something was spoken, and you don't remember those things what were spoken, because you have the grace of God on you. If you have no grace of God on you, you will remember and break your head with those things. So whatever, when God enters, He will protect your memory. He will see that the message given by Him is remembered by you, and you follow the message practically. So don't care if you are not remembering anything. You don't care about that. If it is from the side of God, if God has entered your dream, certainly you will remember. You may practice or not. That is not the responsibility of God. He gives the message and protects the memory. That much He will definitely do.
Excellent.
Swami, I am Balakrishna.
Hmm.
One question from me, Swami.
Hmm.
So, Swami, you taught us that the goal of spiritual life is to attain one-pointed devotion, aspirationless devotion towards God, the contemporary human incarnation of God. And you also told that while serving human incarnation of God, the devotees should love each other and serve as a family. So these two things, how to correlate, Swami? One-pointed devotion and loving devotees also.
You see, devotees should love each other. It means that you should not quarrel with each other. The one-pointed devotion applies to the God. There is no doubt in it. It does not mean you should develop devotion towards devotees. It means only you should develop devotion to God. But you must love each other means don't quarrel with each other. Don't be jealousy towards each other. See, this ego and jealousy are very common qualities of each human being. They are hidden qualities. Without your consciousness, they wake up and you start becoming jealousy. Ego-based jealousy. Always jealousy is based on ego. You have some personality. About that personality, you have some ego. And when you find somebody is having some quality which is not in you, then you become jealous with others. So this jealousy is always based on ego. If ego is lost, if ego is disappearing, there is no jealousy. I gave one very good point, technique to eradicate the ego and jealousy towards the other devotees, towards other human beings. Always you think that the good, you become jealous only when somebody has some good quality which you don't have. Then you become jealous. Then what you think is, all merits, all good qualities belong to God. So this fellow is having some good quality, and that good quality is attained by him from God. It is not his own property. And all defects are the own property of souls. So I have only defects. That fellow also has defects. Merit is there. That does not belong to him. Just like own house, rented house. If defect is there, that is the own house. If merit is there, that is the rented house, given by God. One day he will quit this. So he will again fall down. So therefore, you treat all the merits, good qualities belong to God. You will not become jealous with God because he is not seen by you. Only if you see somebody, you get jealousy. He is not seen by you. So you won't get any jealousy. Regarding the human incarnation, yes, regarding human incarnation, certainly this problem is greater than towards co-human beings or co-devotees. Because if you find a co-devotee having a better quality than you are becoming jealous. But with human incarnation, that quality is not better, it is the best. In the best level it appears. Definitely you will get jealous. Even when with the better level you are becoming jealous, with the best level you get greatest, highest jealousy. So that is how you are missing the human incarnation. Contemporary human incarnation is missed. See, we are praising Krishna, Rama, etc. now. But the human beings present in their times, they were like you as you are to me now. They were also hating Rama and Krishna. They were not accepting Rama and Krishna as God. They were hating. In Bhagavad Gita, Arjuna tells, you are recently born, how you can be God? You say that you have preached this Gita to the sun in the beginning of the creation. Aparam bhavato janma paranjanma vivasvataha kathametad vijaniyam tvamadau proktavaniti. You are recently born. How you have preached Gita in the beginning of the creation to sun? S-U-N, sun. He asked that question. So, this doubting Thomas is always present. And everybody is a doubting Thomas as far as the contemporary human incarnation is concerned. That is why the contemporary human incarnation never expresses his miraculous powers. Even if he does miracles, he does without the knowledge of the people. He does the miracle in hidden way. Because if it is known by everybody, then a lot of jealousy will come. Why? Jesus did several miracles, and why those popes, they got him crucified? The popes, they did not do any miracle. No miracle was done by the pope. But Jesus did several miracles. They became jealous with Jesus and they got him crucified. So therefore, that is why the next human incarnation, Prophet Muhammad, when he came, he eradicated that concept. No human incarnation. Because otherwise my fate also will be like that. So he eradicated that concept. Only Allah is there, unimaginable God. Or at the maximum, he may appear as light. Light with some boundary. That's all. So therefore, this is very, very important point. And who asked this question? Bharata Krishna, yes. So therefore, the one-pointed devotion, Eka Bhaktir Vishishyate, the bhakti is towards God. And if you find a climax devotee of God, you respect, you try to become like that climax devotee. You take him or her as an example for your spiritual progress. And don't become jealous and criticize. Try to pull down that devotee. You take him as an example in the spiritual journey, and you can take even the past devotees, Prahalada, that Karnappa, that hunter. So many devotees are there. You can take them as examples in your spiritual progress. Devotion is only regarding God, not towards the devotees. Yes. Next.
Understood, Swami. Thank you, Swami.
Yes.
Swami, Pad Namaskaram, Swami. If if I see any person with good qualities, if I think those qualities are from God's qualities, then can I appreciate that person individual? Whether I need to appreciate that person or just keep quiet by thinking that those qualities are from God itself?
You see, you can do both. If you are not feeling jealous about that good person, you can praise him. You can appreciate him. But when you see the good qualities, when you become jealous, then you think that the merits belong to God, not to that fellow, and don't become jealous. Only to remove jealousy, these two methods are suggested. If you become jealous about him, if you don't become jealous about him, then appreciate him. That means you are appreciating the merit. You are appreciating the good quality, not the person. Hate the sin, not the sinner. So, that is one way if you are not getting jealous. But if you are getting jealous, unfortunately, then you think, these merits do not belong to this fellow. They belong to God. God has given to him. One day he will take those qualities. This fellow will become again like me. At least like that, you will have some reduction of jealousy. At least you will not scold him. At least. You will keep silent. Silent is better than scolding. Okay?
Padanasana Swami, I'm Durga Prasad. Swami, in Ramayana, Kaikeyi was instrumental in the death of King Dasharatha, as well as instrumental in sending Rama to exile and further in his mission. Can we say Kaikeyi indirectly participated in the mission of Lord Rama, or was it sin on her part?
You see, there are both types are possible. Of course, in the case of Rama, she was a member of the mission. You know, even though she acted like a villain, in the cinema, even the villain will be paid. Because you are a villain, no payment to you. The director will not say. So, a created villain in the mission of God's work, unless she acted her role, Rama would not have gone to forest, Sita would not have been stolen by Ravana, Rama would have not killed Ravana. All these things will not happen. So that type of story, that type of incident is also existing. At the same time, you referred another type of character, role, where really she is sinful. That also is there. For example, you take the incarnation of God Krishna. Shishupala scolded God Krishna continuously, more than 100 scoldings. There Shishupala was the gatekeeper of God Vishnu. God Vishnu is God Krishna. So he was a devotee of God Krishna. Shishupala as an actor is a devotee of God Vishnu, who is the actor in the role of Krishna. But through enmity only he can reach God in the third birth. So therefore, there are two types. Shishupala belongs to the first type. And what about Kamsa? Krishna killed Shishupala and Kamsa. Kamsa is not the gatekeeper of God Vishnu. Kamsa is a demon. He is the incarnation of Kalnemi, Kalayavana, etc. So, Krishna killed Kamsa. And that Kamsa is a real sinner. Ravana, or let me say Shishupala is not a real sinner. he is sinner as per the role, but as per the actor, he is not a sinner. If you come to Kamsa, he is sinner as the actor and also as per the role also. In both ways he is sinner. He is the enemy of Krishna in both ways. That is why don't conclude that every sinner is like Shishupala. Shishupala is not like every sinner, and every sinner is not like Shishupala. So both Kamsa and Shishupala both existed in the same incarnation of Krishna. So both are possible. If there is some backside story, then Shishupala has some backside story. He was cursed by Sanaka Sanandana, etc. So if there is a backstory, then he is just a member of the God's mission. If there is no backstory, he is a real sinner. So both are possible. In this example of Ramayana, Kaikeyi is only the role, sinner as per her role, not as per her actorship. Okay?
Okay, sir. Sir, thank you, sir.
Okay.
Hey, Parabrahma Sutras, Swamiji. Swamiji, in Mahabharata, Chatar Maharaj and Ganga Mata, in that context, the bond with the child is higher than the bond with the wife. Strong. But Chatar Maharaj didn't care, even though Ganga Ma threw her 8 children in the river.
7 children.
7 children. 7 children. But see, the fascination towards her body for Chantar Maharaj became that much mad. Even he is silent, even though she is throwing her children in the river. In this context, means bond with the...
Shri Shantan Maharaja is a soul, and souls do several types of things in several ways. Is it not? Shantan Maharaja was fascinated to her wife up to 7th child. Then regarding the 8th child, Bhishma, he overcame that and insisted that the 8th child should not be thrown into the water. So you find souls like Shantanu Maharaja fascinated to wife and not at all loving the children. You find such souls. And you find such souls who get reformed after some time and insist that the child should not be thrown, should not be killed. Let her live, but I will not leave my child. Such souls are also present. So in this world, so many souls have so many different qualities, different psychologies. So how I am responsible for the behavior of Shantanu Maharaj? I am also a soul. I have my own characteristics. I have my own ratio of qualities. I behave as per my qualities, as per the ratio of Sattam, Rajas and Tamas in me. Somebody behaves in a different way, somebody behaves in another way, somebody behaves in another way. That is the world. Nobody can be responsible for anybody else. He himself is responsible for himself. How can you put a question? You being a human being, you also have your own ratio. You behave also as per your own ratio. Then somebody will put question about you. How I am responsible? I am responsible to my behavior. So this question you must put to Shantan Maharaj. Shantan Maharaj is not there. Unfortunately, I am caught by you. You feel that I am related to Shantar Maharaj. Why is he? He is a soul. He is not God. Shantar Maharaj was a soul. He behaved as per his own ratio of qualities. Some goodness is there because 8th child he revolted. Up to 7 children he did not. He kept silent due to fascination to her. So, that is the ratio of the qualities. Several millions of types of ratios you find. You don't find any two people having exactly same character. Fingerprint, like fingerprints. No two people have the same fingerprint, like that behavior also.
Wonderful song.
Excellent, Swami.
Swami, Swami, you explained the concept of the sinful action and the result of it as a punishment. Also, when the punishment is given, it comes with interest. Swami, I am curious as to why this interest is added.
Because the devotee asked God to cancel that punishment first. He has done the sin, he must undergo the punishment. But he is praying God, doing puja, to cancel that punishment and to give the fruit of good deed which he has not done. See, whenever you pray God, you do puja to God, you have two aims. My present difficulty should go, and some unexpected good should come. Even though I have not done that meritorious deed, the merit fruit should come to me. Even though I have done the sin and the punishment has come, this punishment should go. This is the aim of everybody. And if God says, no, you must undergo your punishment. If you have not done the meritorious deed, I cannot give you the fruit. If God says like that, nobody will come to God. You will not find even a single human being in any temple. So, if this is the policy of God, the people will never approach God. They will not be benefited from God. Completely God will be isolated from the devotees. They are not devotees at all. If everything is going to happen according to my karmas, my actions, my deeds, the fruits of my deeds, then what is the necessity for God? Why should I worship God? If I do a meritorious deed, I get good fruit. If I do sin, I will get bad fruit. What is the use of God for me? Unnecessary. This is the philosophy of atheists. So, God wants, you see, Aham bija pradah pita. I have created these souls. I am the divine father of these souls. You know what father does? After all, a human being, a father, just a father in this birth, what he will do? He will try to help his son in all the possible ways. At the same time, without breaking the justice. Of course, in the case of human beings, the father will break the justice also to help to his son. But after all, he is God. He will not break the justice. Then, he will remove your difficulty. He appears as if he has removed your difficulty. It is not removed. It is postponed to a later time in this birth or to future birth with accumulated interest. And in the next cycle, he rearranges the cycles of souls, putting one good fruit, then one bad fruit, then one good fruit, then If you have the bad fruits continuously in series, then the soul will become dejected, depressed. If he has got only meritorious fruits, good fruits continuously, he will become bored. Even if happiness is continuous, people get bored. So therefore, what he does is, he appears as if he has removed your difficulty, punishment, but actually what he is doing, he is postponing this punishment to a later date, to a later time. And he has rearranged good deed, bad deed, good deed, bad deed, like this in your future life. Say, suppose you have done some 10 good deeds continuously and some 10 bad deeds continuously in different spans of time. Then what he does, he rearranges the fruits, bad fruit, good fruit, bad fruit, good fruit. Like that doing, it also gives entertainment. If while you are eating meals, if you eat sweet, then you eat karam, chilies, and then you eat again sweet, like that. Alternative, good and bad fruits, they give entertainment. Like summer, winter, summer, winter, winter, summer, like. So you will not be bored, even if all the 10 minutes deeds are given to you continuously, you get bored. So therefore, God arranges like this, the life cycles. Now you wanted something good without doing the good deed. He has taken one future life cycle. There is good fruit, bad fruit, good fruit, bad fruit, like that. From that one good fruit, he will drag to the present. Like a prematured fixed deposit. It loses its value. In the original value also, it gets reduced. So, he brings that future good deed to the present and he appears as if he has given a boon to you even though you have not done good deed. Then what do you think? Oh, I am an expert in exploitation. I washed the brain of God. I am an expert in soap technology, in oil technology. So therefore, I fooled God. You think, actually who fooled who? God fooled you. But God did not fool in the first instance. You tried to fool him, therefore he fooled you. Otherwise he will never fool anybody. So therefore, you see, all these things are very important for us because what we are doing in the daily life, that is the point here. That is the subject here. That is how you must not aspire anything from God, but still you worship. No, it's not possible. Without getting any benefit from anybody, why should I worship somebody? No benefit. And moreover, God is telling, you love me practically also. You give all the money present in your pocket to me as karma phala tyaga. So, then what you will give back? Don't aspire anything back. Nothing will be given. Then why should I give? See, it is impossible in the world, you may say, but it is possible. You take the devotion of a fan, see, MGR, film actor, or Rajshekhar Reddy, political leader. When they died, their fans committed suicide. And whenever MGR film came, this fan spent money from his pocket for that function, when the cinema star, new cinema comes. For that, the hero did not give anything. Hero doesn't know his name also. But he spent from his pocket. And when he dies, this fellow commits suicide. What a great... Is it more than God's desire, what he asked? Huh? It is not so bad. So, what is the reason there? The reason there is that fan, he is called as fan. That fan is very much attracted towards the personality of that hero, cinema hero or political hero. You know, in cinema hero, in the case of cinema hero, any cinema taken, keeping him as hero, in that cinema, this hero acts in a very good, excellent way. Always he does good things. He never does any bad thing. If any corruption is there anywhere, this hero in the cinema will go inform to the government and get him caught by the police. And when he out of his cinema, he doesn't pay the income tax. he does all the nonsense. But this fellow, this fan, sees only cinemas. So that projected personality, that impressed his mind so much that if he dies, I cannot live. Let me also die. To such extent, the personality attraction, though it is not correct personality, that is the expressed personality. And regarding political hero, he did not act in a cinema, he acts in the life itself. So, there also, when that political leader dies, this fellow commits suicide. So, in the case of God, at least his personality is true. Not like the cinema hero, not like the political leader. He has the true personality. His excellent personality with all good qualities is true, real. Why you are hesitating to become a fan of God? When the personality is real, unlike that political leader, unlike that cinema hero, the personality is real regarding God. So why you are objecting here and not objecting there? In true case you are objecting. In false case you are accepting. I am only just telling, leave the false case and accept the true case. Only that much I am telling. So therefore, that is, who asked the question? What you asked?
Interest and
interest,
should add
Swami, you
interest to the deeds. Fruits from the future, when
Future,
God
but
drags it to the present.
Interest, with interest, how will add?
Why
Interest is added because after all, the punishment is postponed. So you see, this fellow is not a true fellow. He tried to exploit God by doing oil technology, soap technology, all these things. And he is not a correct person. He is not a good human being trying to exploit God. So interest must be added. And why he has introduced this false policy, false not from his side, false against false. That is the. Why he has introduced, at least this fellow will think that I have worshipped God, and that is why he has taken away the difficulty and granted a boon for which I am not eligible. Like this, he will become devotee of God in course of time. As he becomes a devotee of God after some time, he will try to investigate the personality of God. What is this God? What type of man he is? What type of person he is? What is his personality? What are his inherent qualities? You will try to study. When you study, then you will be impressed by his real personality and you will change. That is his expectation. That is why he is doing this. He is postponing with interest and bringing the future merits from the future, good fruits from the future cycles with reduced values and appearing as if he is impressed by you and has removed your present difficulty and has given a new boon for which even though you are not eligible, he has given it to you through this worship. So you will increase the worship. You will become more and more devoted to God. Then slowly you will try to investigate about his personality. That personality investigation is the spiritual knowledge. Spiritual knowledge is not this worship. Spiritual knowledge is not all this assembled thing. Spiritual knowledge means investigation of the real qualities of God, so that you will be impressed, you will become like a fan, impressed by the personality. You will become a fan, and slowly you will be attracted by his qualities, and you will come to know that if I please God really, without this all 420 thing, if I am sincere to God and I try to imitate his good qualities, he has no bad qualities, his qualities you can say, because all qualities are good. His qualities, then he will be pleased with me, he will give me salvation, I will be associated with him. And whenever he incarnates, I will go along with him and will be serving in this world. And when I leave this world, I will be again with God in the upper world. Always close association with God, bond with God is developed, and all these worldly bonds, they are destroyed. He is not trapped by these worldly bonds. What are the worldly bonds? Yajnavalkya says in Brihadaranyaka Upanishad, Atmanah kamaya sarvam priyam bhavati. A wife is loving her husband not because her husband will be happy, because she is happy with him, that is why she is loving him. And he is loving his wife because she is giving happiness to him, not because he is giving happiness to her. So, Atmanah kamaya sarvam priyam bhavati. Everybody loves anybody only due to selfish happiness, not for the happiness of others. Happiness of himself he is loving. So, they are all cheating bonds. They are not the real true love. There is no true love there because of selfishness. So, God is not like that. God loves you without any happiness from you. What happiness you can give to him? Huh? And he is trying, he is saving you, he is protecting you, he is following this false procedure also, trying to help you. Huh? He doesn't need anything from you. And he is helping you. That is true love. The true love is possible only with God, not with the worldly bonds. So, therefore, you will get a permanent association with God in this world as well as in the upper world after death. You will have a constant association with God. For that permanent, true, real love with God, all this spiritual knowledge is developed. So, okay? Right. Next.
Swami, for a devotee with partial knowledge, how he can hold that type of desires? As you explained, if he wishes something, Swami will bring the fruit from future and invest in the present. So that generally I don't want to get it actually. So how to hold that wish itself? How to mimic, stop my mind not to think about it, like in logical, because I am partially knowledgeable at that moment.
See, Krishna told in Gita, Abhyasena the kaunteya vairagyena cha gurhyate. You are now addicted to wine. Let us see. Example. How to stop this wine? There are two things. One is abhyasa. Try to leave this wine shop. Don't go to this wine shop. Go to the cool drinks shop, take badam milk. Badam milk is very tasty. Very tasty among the drinks. I like it very much. So, that badam milk is God. This wine is world. Okay? How you will change? By leaving the wine shop, by going to the badam milk. Is it not? Abhyasa, trying to go to the badam milk shop often and try to leave the wine shop. Vairagya. Vairagya and Abhyasa. See, this is a practical problem. Practical problem can be solved only by practice. If it is a theoretical problem, x plus y whole square, like that, you can solve it theoretically. This is a practical problem. The bike has got some defect. Will you study the books? You take to mechanic, he will rectify it in 5 minutes. Is it not? So practical problem can be stopped only by starting the practice. There is a good thing, there is a bad thing. First you must accept this is good, this is bad. But you are thinking that this bad thing is good thing and that good thing is bad thing. First you must come out of this illusion towards both. You have illusion to both the items. So first you must know the real nature, the truth. You must come out of illusion. Then you will start Vairagya and Abhyasa. You must try to go to the badam milk shop only, and you must stop going to wine shop. Gradually, you will achieve the success by practice. That is what Krishna told. Abhyasena ta kaunteya vairagyena cha gruhyate. By practice and by becoming detached to the world, one can achieve God. And this detachment to world also need not be done by you through an effort. You see, if you go to badam milk shop and drink that badam milk, before the taste of that badam milk, this wine is nothing. It will itself drop out. You need not drop the wine. Wine will drop out. There is a joke story. Perhaps all of you know, may be knowing. See, one goat was kept in a room, and from each state, one fellow is sent into that room. For how much time he can bear that smell of that goat? A record is being created. Okay, Andhra person could bear for 10 minutes. Some other UP state person, 15 minutes. Some other Madhya Pradesh state, 20 minutes. Like that they are recording. When a fellow from Punjab went, the goat came out. And these people now got the doubt, how much value should be given to this? Because the goat itself came out. What is the value to be written? So here, you need not leave the worldly bonds. The worldly bonds should themselves drop out. Suppose you are always thinking about God sitting in a room, then what your family members will do? They will leave you, lock the room, and they will go to the hotels or cinemas, etc. They themselves will drop you. You need not drop them. Okay? So, how you will do that? When you have tasted the badam milk, and it is so excellent, the wine, when you take, it burns, it becomes very hot and all that, and its repercussions also are bad. You will lose your health, you will lose your prestige in the society. Is it not? So when you realize all these things, and you automatically the wine will drop. Just like, you apply a medical strip to the boil. When the boil is cured, that itself drops. You need not take it by force. So here, Drop out of the worldly bonds should not be done without tasting God. Suppose you drop out the worldly bonds, you are not attracted to God also. What is the use of dropping out these worldly bonds? God is the divine nectar. If I get the divine nectar, taste it, before that taste, automatically the coffee is dropped. Now if I don't get the divine nectar, I leave the coffee also. Why I should be a fool? I lose both. At least if divine nectar is not available, let me drink the coffee. Why should you lose the coffee also? Is it not foolishness? So you should not put any effort, any trace of effort to detach from the worldly bond. If you taste that, this worldly bond itself will be dropped. Such a type of detachment is called as vairagya. Not mere detachment from the world. A stone is there. Stone is also detached from the world. Is it not? Stone. Is it salvated? Does it? Is it in the state of salvation? Moksha vachinda danike. Leduga. So not like that. You should. The mind always is having the habit of associating itself with something. You have the habit of drinking something. If not the divine nectar, at least coffee. But if you get the divine nectar, the coffee will, you need not try to leave the coffee. The coffee, even people come and take one cup of coffee. No, I will not. I can't take. That itself got dropped. So such a detachment from the world obtained due to the attachment to God is called as the salvation. Salvation means liberation. Salvation, the meaning of the word salvation means liberation. Liberation from what? Liberation from the worldly bonds. I got liberation from the worldly bonds. I did not have any touch with God. What is the use of this? It is better to have the worldly bonds. It is not. So, due to the attachment to God, if the worldly bonds are detached, that is the real salvation. Yes.
Swamiji, in Manu Charitras will be there, no Swamiji? Manu Charitra, Raivachasya Manu. In Raivachasya Manu Charitra, it is told that one sage, his son was born in Revati Nakshatra. He is with bad qualities due to his past previous samskaras, means past life samskaras. The sage has a power that he can change his son due to his power. But he thought that even to change his son, but he don't want to use his power to change his son. But he will give shapam, curse to Revati Nakshatra. I didn't understand. Instead of cursing.
See, I have already told answer to one question, telling that I am not responsible. There are so many souls with different attitudes, different behaviors. See, if one is acting according to his own behavior, what we can do? We can only know whether that behavior is good or bad. If it is bad, we shall not follow. If it is good, we shall follow. That much is possible. Okay? So, see here the planets and nakshatras, etc., they are, you see, somebody is born in Revati Nakshatram. Revati Nakshatram is actually a good star. Revati is a good star, very good star. And suppose let us take a bad star, he is born. Why he is born in the bad star? Because of his sins. He is born in the bad star. Because he is born in the bad star, he became bad. Not like that. Since he is bad, he is bound in the that bad star. So, this astrology, in astrology people say, you see, Shani came to my 7th house. That is why police arrested me. Police will not arrest you because Shani came to 7th house from 6th house. Since you have done a bad thing, since you have stolen money from somebody, he has given a report and the police is searching and you are escaping. Now, by this time, he was successful to catch you. Then you say, my Shani moved from 6th house to 7th house. That is why this police arrest. Police did not arrest him because of the movements of the planets. The Shani came to 7th house because that day at Shani wants you to catch you and hand over to police. You have already done sin. Because of that Shani is doing that. Since Shani came to 7th house, the police arrested me. No, that will never happen. You have your bad deed and the God also gave that date as your arrest date in his judgment. As per that judgment, Shani came to your 7th house, seeing the Lagna by the 7th Drushti, 7th view. That day is your arrest day, already judged by God, given in the judgment. According to that, this planet is working. All these 9 planets are the executive secretaries of God. They are embodiments of the administration powers of God. They are not different from God. Planets are not different from God. They are his powers to run the administration. Okay?
So my last question, Swami. Using to change his son by using his power, is it comes under selfishness, Swamiji?
See, again I am telling, it comes under selfishness. What you can do and what I can do. It is the behavior. You see, there are millions of behaviors in this world. Millions of souls. Each soul is different from another soul. Each soul has got its own individual inherent behavior. So you have got millions of behaviors, behavior lines, millions. So according to that line, that soul goes in that line only. We cannot do anything. This world is a multiplication, multiple word, nanatvam, not ekatvam, not monism, oneness. It is variety, different types. World is made of different types of items, different types of behaviors. It is plural. Nanatvam it is called. Neha nanasti kinchana. Nana. Nana means multiple. God is one. World is multiple. The very nature of the creation is multiple. You have got from A to Z, you have got all types of behaviors seen in the souls. So you have to analyze, and now since he tried to give curse to the Revati Nakshatram, not to his son, he is selfish. So let me not be selfish like that. Tomorrow if my son is doing something bad, let me curse my son, not his birth star or birth lagna. Is it not?
Swami, even that could be taken as a selfishness, no? Because he had cursed the sun itself. It's not selfishness.
No, there is, he has conquered the selfishness.
Oh, that's why he is cursing the sun.
Yes.
I mean, right.
You see, you take Krishna, God Krishna, the Samba. Samba is his son, born to Jambavati, through Jambavati. And, at the end, due to curse of sages, they have killed everybody with the Muslim Dharma. And finally, this Samba and some other 3 fellows, these 4 fellows escaped the war. Now Krishna is walking towards forest. Then he saw suddenly Samba and his 3 friends. So sages cursed that everybody should die. Why you fellows are alive? He has taken 2 darbhas and killed 4. Then went. His own son he has killed. So that is the greatness. So you also have one cinema in which the police officer shoots his own son. I know in Tamil it is called as Tanga Patakam. That name of cinema. So you must appreciate. He is not selfish. Huh? So just we have to learn what is good and what is bad from all these stories. Why he has done like this? How I have responded? I never met him. I never told him anything. He never attended my satsangas. That's it. Next.
Namaskar, Swami. Swami, firstly, happy birthday. Okay, I have 2 questions. Swami, in last year, the Datta Jayanti Satsanga, you said even ego and jealousy can be controlled to some extent based on some circumstance. When the difficult times comes, obviously the ego will come down. But more dangerous or more difficult part is reducing the selfishness. This is inherent. Yes. Okay. Now, my question is it mandatory to achieve selflessness, then enter into the service of Sadguru, or a person like me who is 100% selfish directly can enter into the service of Sadguru?
See, service means sacrifice. Selfishness means his own self-interest. Is it not? Sacrifice and self-interest are quite opposite to each other, like day and night. They are contradictory, not complementary. So, if you have entered the service of Sadguru, you have lost at least some part of selfishness you have lost. If you feel that you have lost some selfishness, you will definitely enter the service of Sadguru. Both are opposite to each other. Selfishness is world, your small world. That small world contains only 3 bonds. Yeshanatrayam. Bond with money, bond with child, bond with spouse. You see any house in the world, every house contains only these 3 bonds. No bond with father, no bond with mother, no bond with maternal uncle or paternal uncle. All have gone. Only every house is reduced now. Do a job to get a salary, that is dhaneshana. Then limit yourself with your spouse and children. If anybody else comes, throw him out. So every house today contains these 3 bonds. Yeshanatrayam. The strongest 3 worldly bonds are money and child and spouse. And especially money and child are jointed always. Because after some stage, you will earn like anything just for the sake of children only. Because there even spouse joins you. She also wants to give to the children. So you need not give to the spouse separately. Because she herself is wanting our child. You must do anything. You must give to our child. So there the spouse also encourages. So finally there is only one joint bond. That is children and money. Okay? If by spiritual knowledge the worldly bond with money and child, that cannot be eradicated. It is impossible. Unless you enter Nivrutti, spiritual field, that is important. Because we know Syriala, story of Syriala, and there also in their Christianity, Abraham, he cursed his son. So, this joint test of money and child, even though it is very difficult to eradicate that bond, at least reduce the fascination. Okay, I will earn only through justice. I will work hard, day and night I will work hard for my child. But I will earn only through justice. That is reduction of fascination in Pravrutti. That is sufficient. Corruption will be controlled. All the social problems get solved. So, in Nivrutti, it is eradication of the bond. Complete bond with only with God. Single pointed devotion. Because any worldly bond is selfish. See, the son killed father for the sake of kingdom. Aurangzeb, Shah Jahan. So every worldly bond is selfish, therefore we are going to Nivrutti, spiritual field. But here, unless you reduce the strength of the bond, you cannot eradicate. So in Pravrutti, in the worldly life, at least you reduce the fascination towards this child. Okay, I will give all my property to my son only. But let me earn through justice. Let me not earn through corruption. At least that will, if that is achieved, everything is achieved. Actually, the God comes to this world only for that purpose. See, He has created all this world. This is His own industry, His own factory. If it runs on smooth lines, He will be happy. If due to fascination to child, you do all sorts of sins, then the society gets disturbed. So to establish peace in the world, the fascinations to bonds, especially fascination to children, must be reduced. I am not telling you eradicated. Yes. Must be reduced. Okay, I will give all my property to my son, but let me not do any injustice in earning. That is sufficient. That is as good as Nivrutti. As good as the spiritual life, if that much is achieved. Okay?
Swami, without getting into basic Nivrutti and Nivrutti, is that possible to lose the fascination towards sun?
You see, here, even in Pravrutti, God is there. Even though you have not gone to spiritual life, even in your worldly life, you require God. Every stage you require God. You see, both portfolios of Pravrutti and Nivrutti are under the same one minister, God. They are not, two different people are not there. So you are anyway worshipping God for your worldly problems. Okay? Then you will worship God for salvation. Same person, same God. Same person is, see, when I worked in PhD College of Technology, Coimbatore, Professor Subbayan, he is the head of the electrical engineering department. He went to the department, sat in his chair, and sent a letter to principal. I am very much loaded with this headship. Please relieve me from this headship. Head of the department signed and sent the letter. He himself went to the principal. He is the principal. He sat in the chair and told, no, not possible. As principal, he rejects. Huh? So same thing. Same person is education minister as well as finance minister. As education minister, he sanctions the college. As finance minister, we can't give any funds.
Swami, one more question. You mentioned that salvation is nothing but the release from the worldly bonds.
Liberation from
Liberation from the
worldly bonds.
But in our previous days, even just I heard the salvation is nothing but the reaching the God in upper world, something. Is that the consequence of the present one? That's what you mean?
See, I have already told about this. Mere leaving worldly bonds is not salvation. Leaving the worldly bonds due to attachment to God is salvation. Not mere leaving worldly bonds. It is foolishness and it is impossible also. You have not tasted the divine nectar. Okay? Now you have left coffee also. For 10 days you will live. And on 11th day you will drink a bucket of coffee. It is impossible. Because the mind wants to drink something always. That habit is there. You can't control the mind. It is not only impossible but also useless. I am not getting divine nectar. At least I am getting coffee. Why should I leave coffee? Is it not foolishness? It is useless also. Since I have tasted divine nectar, I left coffee. There is something use. But here, I have not tasted divine nectar. And moreover, another third point, leaving coffee is not a prerequisite to get divine nectar. Unless you leave coffee, I will not come to you. God never has placed this. You must leave the world. You must leave your worldly bonds. Then only I will. Never he told. Where you may have worldly bonds, first you approach me. That is sufficient. Your worldly bonds will go one day. They will leave you. You have if once you have tasted, you are God.
God is always flexible.
Yes.
Yes.
He is available because in Pravrutti also he is available to you. He is not telling only Nivrutti you should approach me. He never told like that. Even in worldly life you are worshipping God. You are praying God. Is it not? Did he ever say that you should not pray me in worldly life? Did he say like that? No.
Even we do that to get something actually.
He gives full freedom to you. Full. Under freedom only reality, truth can be achieved. Not under force. Under force, you cannot achieve reality. Under full liberation only, you will achieve the truth. So God wants to be attained by you in full freedom, not under any force. It is love actually, love between God and devotee. Love never succeeds under force. Under natural freedom only it succeeds. Freedom is very important for true love. Yes. Next.
Swamiji, if a parent who is already in the spiritual path and tasting the spiritual knowledge, which is Amrutam, he knows whatever means how grace of God he means works in his life. So if he wants his children to be in the spiritual path and read the knowledge, means even though the child is not interested in reading the knowledge due to his past samskaras, but he's forcing his son read. Means is it also type of selfishness to forcing the children that read?
No, first point in your question is that the father is not salvated from his son's bond. He himself did not get salvation. I told the three strongest bonds are one with spouse, one with child, another with money. He did not get salvation from the bond of son itself. How he can force his son? You yourself, you did not get the salvation from my bond, and you are advising for me for salvation? The son will ask that question. So, when God is tasted, when God is known, then the mind goes towards God, all these bonds automatically drop away. He will not care for the son. He will not even care. Not a question of forcing. He will not care. Let him go as he likes. Because he should realize God under complete full freedom, not by any force.
Thank you so much.
Mind blowing answer.
Mind blowing, really, Swami, really excellent, Swami. Really.
Swami, as per your knowledge, I knew that when we do the sin, we'll go to the hell and undergo that punishment to clear some of its residual or some of the to drop down that sin act. Except I have heard and seen some of the organizations where they preach the hell is not at all there, and the hell presence of hell is just actually to keep the people in scariness. They actually make that, and it's not at all there. And God is so lovable and so kind. He never tortured his loved soul, something like that. So this is their point. So it's not any something. I just want to clear this down.
Yes. You see, I have answered this question in website. It is there. See, some organizations are telling that hell is not there. Okay? Some are telling hell is there. Okay? There is 50-50 probability. Because I have not taken you into space, in this infinite space, and shown the presence of hell. You have not also taken me in this infinite space and shown the absence of hell. You see, here space ends. Entire space I have taken you. Further, no space. So hell is not existing. Did you show like that to me? So, it may be present, it may not be present. Even then I am coming to justified logic. 50-50 probability. It exists, it does not exist. When there is such a 50-50 probability, you must always choose the side of less risk. See, I am a blind person. Somebody is telling, don't go straight, there is fire. Somebody is telling, there is no fire, you please go straight. Somebody is telling that. Fire may be present, 50% presence, 50% absence. In this, what is the side of least risk? To go back, believing that hell is there, believing that fire is there. Even if the fire is not existing, if I go back, what is the loss to me? If the fire existed, my feet will burn. So least risk is to assume that existence of fire and go back. Is it not? This 50-50 probability exactly applies to this question. Because neither you have shown me the absence of hell, nor I have shown the presence of hell. So what is the least risk? Least risk is not to do the sin. I have not done sin. I died. Really hell is not there. What loss is there for me? Not only loss. I spent my life, my worldly life, very peacefully, since I did not do any corruption or any sin. No fear that CID will ride me, or some police will arrest me. All these tensions are not there. I lived very peaceful life, very happy life. I did not do any sin. I died. Suppose there is hell, I escaped. Suppose there is no hell, what loss? I got the peaceful life, worldly life. That benefit I got. Is it not? Suppose there is hell. That fellow who says that there is no hell, that fellow died. Asti chen nastiko hatah. This is actually told by Sureshwaracharya. That is the Mandana Mishra, who debated with Shankara for 27 days. He took sannyasa and became the disciple of Adi Shankara. He told, Nasti chen nasti me hani. If hell is not there, I have not done any sin. If hell is not there, there is no loss to me. Asti chen nastiko hataha. If hell is there, the fellow who has done sins, he is finished. So least risk. You see, this 50-50 probability theory, this is. If you teach this to any atheist, that fellow will turn. Definitely he will turn. And some are telling like this, some are telling like this. Both have not proved practically. He has not proved presence of hell. He has not proved the absence of hell. Because space is infinite. Nobody has gone to the boundary of space. Okay. May be present, may not be present. Least risk is better not to do the sin. Even if the hell is absent, okay, let me be absent, let it be absent. Let me not do the sin. I live peacefully, I have peaceful life in this world. When you have not done any sin, you need not fear to anybody, for anybody. Is it not? Very peaceful life I have. And after death, okay, hell is not there. No loss. Will they take you to hell telling, why you have not done any sin? You wanted to avoid the hell? You dirty fellow? Will it happen? No, it will not happen.
Kaponi yoni means it's only a female.
Kapuya yonim.
Yoni means it's only female or male also.
See, that is the birth of the place. He will be born in a bad family. Yoni there means birthplace. You see, the child comes from the womb of the mother. So, in that sense, though it is used, that yoni, shabda, word is used, that means only birth. Birth in a bad family. A bad soul will go to a bad family and will be born there. Of course, there are several possibilities. I discussed this question that sometimes a bad family may be there. Sometimes a very good soul is there. God will see that this very good soul goes to a bad family, so that he will change the family. Okay? Suppose a bad fellow is there. A bad family is also there. This fellow is bad. That is bad. He will go to the bad family. He will do more bad things and will go permanently to the births of animals and birds. Finish, relieve that fellow from the world. So, from that point of a bad fellow may go into bad family. A good fellow may go into good family because his goodness will increase, family will increase his goodness, he will increase the goodness of the family. Both will be benefited. A good fellow may go to a bad family so that that good fellow may change the bad family. So like this, several options are there. God will decide which soul should go to which family, so that finally something good happens. His ultimate aim is something good happens.
But sending the soul, if that person, the bad soul enter into the bad family, it finally leads to the take a birth as an animal, right?
No, that family also will be born as animals.
That's kind of bad only, it seems. I mean, it's resembling like a bad.
No, you see, condemned soul, he will not change. Soul will not change. This family also will not change. They both are in equal in par. So they cannot be changed, either the family or the soul. So let them join together, do more bad, so that they will be punished permanently. They will be condemned. They will be thrown out of this world. Disposal. disposal of waste.
Satsanga Namaskaram, Swami.
Namaste.
There is a lot of blind ritualistic tradition in the world today, especially in Hinduism. So can we hold these Purvamimamsakas as the sole responsible people for this is one doubt. Second is what they said is Devo Nakaschit Bhuvanasya Karta Karmanurupani Puraphalani. So for this they have taken, they have accepted the authority of the Vedas. But in all other philosophers or philosophical schools, they accepted the creator of the Veda as the ultimate. They stopped at Vedas only. So when they say Devo Nakashit, why they have given only importance to Veda, not its creator?
You see, the Purvamimamsa believes in selfish enjoyments. Bhoga Ishwarya Prasaktanam Tayapahurta Chetasam. Bhagavad Gita. Bhoga Ishwarya Prasaktanam. They are fond of wealth. Wealth in the upper world, wealth in this world. Bhoga, Aishwarya. So, for them, how to achieve the heaven and enjoy the heavenly pleasures. That is their aim. And the Veda gives the ways to get the heavenly pleasures. So, Veda is authority for you. There is no question of God. Whatever Veda says, we do that and we get not only heavenly pleasures, but also pleasures on this earth also. Just like the fellow who does Rajasuya Yajna will conquer the entire earth and will become emperor. Okay? So their idea is always about the enjoyment without God. They don't want to have God, because God will control again. God's presence, if the Veda has some authorship, the author may come and say, no, what I have written is in that sense. That should not be misunderstood like this. Like this, he will start telling. Whatever is told in Veda, we take in wrong sense. And let me not touch the author. Whatever he has written, that I accept. And whatever the wrong sense which I have taken, that I accept. If I accept the author may say, no, I have written not in that sense. I have not written in this sense. Then that will become problem. Okay? So God, you see, why atheists do not accept God is, they want to do some corruption, some sin. If God is accepted, they can't do that. At least fear is there. So mainly atheists, they want to do sins and enjoyment and enjoy. Of course, they are very clever. They will not do sins openly. They will do sins secretly. If openly they do sins, then government will punish. He will be arrested. All this is there. I will do sin and I will escape the court and police stations in this world. But that is sufficient. No hell, no God, nothing. I can escape. I can easily foolish the courts. If I put a strong advocate, that fellow will make a plus into minus, minus into plus with his intelligence. Or corruption, through corruption, I can corrupt the judge and get a relief from the crime. So let me do sin, let me enjoy by doing the sin, and I will escape the punishment here on the earth, law of the land, government. Then that is a permanent solution. No further God, no further hell, nothing. Of course, I will not do the sin openly. Because if I do sin openly, I will be caught by the police or And that is why, you see, what they say is, no, I will be ethical. I don't believe in God. I will not do corruption. I will not do anything. But there is no God. I ask the question, suppose you are not doing any sin, any corruption, anything, even if God is present, what is the objection to it? What is the objection? So this fellow is hypocrite. He is telling, I am ethical, because he wants to get good impression in the society. Oh, very good, very strict person. So that no case will come on him. Whatever sin he does it secretly. And enjoy the benefit of the corruption. Okay. Then dispose God and hell. I will have peace of mind to enjoy the fruit of the sin. I will have peace of mind. Suppose if I believe God and hell, the mind will be disturbed. So that is how they developed the philosophies as per their convenience. You see, even to such people, you must tackle them with 50-50 probability. That is the Vajrayudha, that is, that will cut anybody, that will induce the rat into the stomach of any fellow. This rat will, one day he will at least not do sins. And when he has come to the stage of not doing sins, he will accept God also. There is nothing, no loss at all in any way. If you are ethical, what is the harm in accepting God? Who is always protecting ethics only? He will protect you also. You are ethical.
So you said that God will give rewards also to you.
Yes, He will give rewards even to atheists. If they have done good works, good things, He will send them to heaven. He will not, because he is not believing me, I will not send you to heaven. That he won't say. Since you have done good work, you go to heaven. Since you have done bad work, you go to heaven. Whether you believe in me or not, it is immaterial. Based on your work, I am giving this fruit.
Perfect.
Swami, what is the reason for the atheists to form actually? Like atheists to develop that mindset, what is the reason? Is that
just now I explained? No. See, I will do corruption, I will escape courts and police stations, I will escape the punishment on the earth. Again, if you say God is there, you will go to hell after death. Then again it disturbs my mind. Let me enjoy the fruit of my corruption peacefully by telling, no God, no hell. That is the reality of the atheists. See, they cannot fool God. God will find their all their brain work. He knows.
Swami, in Kaponi, only people while going for marriage, then see back 7 generations and the previous upbringing. Is it that much 7 generations have to compulsory?
You see, actually there is a theory in karma, Siddhanta, that the action of one fellow cannot affect another fellow, whether they are related or not. You are responsible for your action. The fruit of your action cannot go to anybody else, even to your wife, even to your children. That is what Valmiki, as a hunter, that story. Narada said that, you see, he is a robber. And he told, I am robbing for the sake of my family members. They will also divide my sin. No, you go and ask them. Then he went and asked them. They told, who asked you to do sin? You work in justified way and bring whatever little you bring, we will eat. Did we ever say that you must do sin and bring money for our enjoyment? Why shall we share your sin? You are bringing wealth. We are enjoying. We don't know whether you have done sin or not. We don't know. So we are not responsible. We will not share your sin. Then that hunter realized and became sage Valmiki. There is a story. Whether the story is true or not, let us leave. Let us take the message from it. So therefore, that is there. When that is there, if this fellow has done some sin, your previous 7 generations will fall down. How they can fall down? When the karma is related to that soul only, and when it will not affect other soul, how the previous 7 generations and future 7 generations, future, still he is not born at all, future 7 generations also. This is all Ardhavada. Ardhavada means it has some good purpose, such a statement. Fear, if when one hears that statement, he will develop some intensive fear. Not only me, my father also will fall, my grandfather also will fall. Not only my son, my son's son, my son's son, son's son. He will also fall. 7 future generations, 7 past generations. It will be useful to control this sin. So it is called as Ardhavada. Ardha means for the purpose of some good purpose, for the sake of some good purpose. Vada, a lie told. A lie told for some good purpose. It is not a sin. It can be accepted because it is doing good. See, the mother is telling the child, if you eat this food, moon will come down. Moon will not come down. But she eats food, that daughter eats food. Then later on when she grows up, will she file a case in the court? My mother cheated like this. Since your mother cheated, you grew, you became very good adult. Is it not? So that is not a sin. Though she told a lie, that cannot be a sin because it serves a good purpose. In view of that, it is not a sin. Okay?
Swamiji, in previous generations, the girls, means women used to do household work and men used to do outside work. While giving any money, any punya karyas, anything, any good work, automatically half of the punya will go to, because she is serving him. So in Valmiki context also, he is robbing the money and they are also eating, so that share.
See, there his punyam will go to the wife. Papam will not go. Only half of the punyam goes to the wife, not papam.
Swami, that Ardhavada sentences can be made by only incarnations, or is that allowed to?
Anybody? It is, see, the mother is while feeding the child, she is doing that Ardhavada. If you eat the food, moon will come down. Ardhavada. She is not incarnation.
Right.
She is only a human being. Anybody can do for good purpose. When the purpose is good and when it is really benefiting, then Ardhavada can be told. Nothing wrong. No sin will come.
Namaskaram, Swami. Swami, you are giving excellent spiritual knowledge and that too for free. When we freely you are giving, Swami. And when it comes as free, we tend to not realize its value. How do we understand the actual value of true spiritual knowledge when it comes from you?
I could not follow the actual question. You explain.
Yes, Swami. So Swatika says that.
Swatika says that I know. Tell the question. Explain the question.
Swami, you are giving your discourses on your website for free without charging any money. Any reader who comes to your website is able to read the entire website freely, download books and read it. But the value of your knowledge is extremely high. We cannot quantify the price of your knowledge. But at the same time, we have a tendency to lose the value of things we get for free. When we buy it, we use it with value. So how do we balance?
Here, first point is, without charging anything, you are giving excellent knowledge. Is it not? When I have given the money to every soul, why should I charge from anybody? That is one side. That is this side. But your other side is also correct. Suppose if anything is given freely, its value is not recognized. Suppose you might have gone to a theatre and you could not get the ticket. Then you might have come to Satsanga, thinking that, okay, let me go to Satsanga. At least I may develop some devotion towards God. Then God may benefit me. I can get some benefit. So at least that will be useful, free of cost. Like that he might have come. Okay? But once he starts tasting it, the divine knowledge, the divine nectar, that fellow is gone. He will not go to cinema hall in the future. He will every day come to the Satsanga. So, but in Gita, karma phala tyaga is very much stressed. That is, even when Rama went to Vasishtha to learn spiritual knowledge, Vasishtha told, Dhanamarjaya kakustha dhanamola midam jagat. O Rama, put Guru Dakshina here. Then I will preach you the spiritual knowledge. So, that is to know, to see whether he has real interest on the subject or not. This karma phala tyaga helps. This Guru Dakshina helps. Suppose the Guru asks for Guru Dakshina, then if he is really interested in the subject, he will pay Guru Dakshina.
Yes.
Okay? If he is not really interested in the subject, he has come just for time pass, he will not give it. He will go away. Is it not? So, therefore, to test, not to preach unnecessarily, not to waste his energy unnecessarily, with such people who come for time pass, this will help. This will help. You must have heard the story of Shirdi Sai Baba. Bhute comes. He is a very rich fellow. He came to Baba and told, Baba, I have hired a tanga. It is standing. If you delay, the charge will increase. So tell me Brahmajnanam immediately. Otherwise the charge will go high. Then Baba sent some disciple, you go to that fellow, I am in need of 5 rupees. You ask him for loan. The fellow, he came back and told he is not having 5 rupees. Then Baba replied, yes, I am a fakir. Who will believe me and give 5 rupees? Then he sent to somebody else. He also told the same thing. This Buddha is telling, Baba, please give me Brahmajnana immediately. I have a lot of business in Mumbai. And the Tangava also, he will increase the rate. Waiting charges. So, then what Baba told? You have bundle of 100 notes, each costing 5 rupees. Denomination 5 rupees. 100 notes are there in your pocket. You are unable to give, you have come to Brahma for Brahmajnanam. This Baba, in some great need is there for him. Otherwise, why he will send to 2-3 persons for 5 rupees? I have 100 notes of 5 rupees. Let me give 1 5 rupees note to him. That you could not think. Even though 100 times of my need is present in your pocket. You did not think, when you can't give me 5 rupees, how can you conquer the 5 senses, Panchendriyas? Unless you conquer the 5 senses, you cannot get Brahma Jnana. You are unable to give 5 rupees to me, and you want Brahma Jnanam, which can be obtained only by conquering 5 Indriyas, 5 senses. Like that, he gives left and right. And then he became very good devotee of Baba. And present that mandir is only built by him, was built by him only. Devotee. So like that, the thing, truth is, if he is a Sadguru, Sadguru means he who is the incarnation of God. If he is Sadguru, he is not in need. Then he is the giver for everybody. He is not in need. But I have given to you, that he will hide. Then only the true love will come out. Suppose you are coming on the way. I dropped a 100 rupees note on the road. You took it. You think it is my luck. Due to my luck, I got this 100 rupees note. God has dropped 500 rupees note, you will not think. Is it not? He hides that he has given to you. Suppose you come to know that I have given to you, that 100 rupees note I have dropped. You will, if I ask 10 rupees, he will give 10 rupees as gratitude, not a true love. It is only gratefulness. Everybody will show. He has given me 100 rupees. He is asking 10 rupees. Let me give 10 rupees. He doesn't. That is not true love. True love is, I also tell another example. Grandfather bringing a packet of biscuits, giving his daughter-in-law, and tell her, don't tell your son that I have bought this biscuit packet. And she gives her son one biscuit, and this grandfather goes and asks, give me a small piece of biscuit. If the grandson knows that the packet was brought by grandfather, he will give 2 biscuits. Even 2 biscuits he will give. Because he brought. So let me give. Now he has kept it confidential. He told his daughter-in-law not to reveal that I have brought this. She gave. This fellow is thinking that his mother purchased and gave the biscuit. So when the grandfather comes, he need not give by gratitude. If he has a true love on the grandfather, then only he will give the biscuit. To test the true love, the God is the giver, that should be hidden. Then only the true love will come out.
Swami, here in the question, you said that a Sadguru, when preaches knowledge, he doesn't take money because he is the human incarnation of God who is a giver of everything to everyone. But in the case of gurus who are not omnipotent, who are not God,
who are not incarnations of
God, they keep this eligibility of first taking the Guru Dakshana, then let them enter and listen the knowledge to avoid this kind of disciples who come for time pass.
That is what I told.
Yes. Now, Swami, should this be followed as a rule to everyone?
No, that is what I am telling. You see, I told they tell first is karma yoga, then bhakti yoga, then jnana yoga. In Bhagavad Gita, 18 chapters. They say first 6 chapters are karma yoga, and then the 6 chapters are bhakti yoga. Then the last 6 chapters are Jnana Yoga. Okay? I told it this is wrong. First should be Jnana Yoga, then should be Bhakti Yoga, then should be Karma Yoga. First Jnana Yoga. You tell the Jnana freely, without charging anything. You tell the Jnana. Hearing your Jnana, the disciple must develop some inspiration. Oh, this is very correct knowledge. That is Bhakti Yoga. Then Karma Yoga. Then he will give Guru Dakshina. If the Jnana was not good, he has right to reject. If in the beginning itself karma yoga, karma phalatyaga is done, suppose the knowledge is not good, he cannot take back. Of course, in education institutions, first they take fees and then only they preach. Because there is a standard syllabus, the teachers are there, and if the students complain, the management will change the lecturers. Isn't it? Such a strict rules are there. But in spiritual knowledge, no such rule is there. There is no officer, there is no controlling authority, there is no management. You cannot compare that to this. Here, first is Jnana Yoga. First you must hear. And if you feel that knowledge is very good, it is useful, it is tremendously excellent, you must have that inspiration. Develop the inspiration. After hearing the knowledge, first step is Jnana Yoga. Developing that inspiration is Bhakti Yoga, theoretical devotion. Then doing service and sacrifice. Some physical service you may do to the Sadguru, or you may give some karma phalatyaga, some Guru Dakshina you may give. It will become meaningful. The candidate is not lost at any angle. Since he is satisfied, that is telling, let the institution collect the fees at the end of the year.
Swami, on one side, you are condemning priests who are charging money before they are doing some worship to God. On the other side, you are supporting Vasishta for asking money from Rama before giving knowledge.
Yes. You see, he is God Rama. He is Vasishta, the grandson of Brahma. Vasishta is the grandson of Brahma. So, the disciple is deserving. He is God Rama. And he is the grandson of God Brahma. He is definitely having very good spiritual knowledge. He need not be tested. And Rama came with full faith that he has. Rama, being God, identified that Vasishta is having the true spiritual knowledge. So that is why Vasishta asked her, just like the institutions, pay first the fees, get the admission. And then I will preach. There is a standard. Their standard. And they did like that so that it can be helpful for the future. Okay? That is a different case. That is a very exceptional case. But it need not be so in the case of present gurus. It is not. They may tell wrong knowledge. A human being becoming guru may preach good knowledge or may preach bad knowledge, wrong knowledge. Both possibilities are there with a human guru. But with Sadguru that is not there. He will teach the correct knowledge. Because his aim is to give the true spiritual knowledge and let the humanity flourish. Let it be benefited by that knowledge. With that aim only he came down. Not to earn something through Guru Dakshina and maintain his family. Not with that idea he has come.
Swami, now correlating the same concept applying to the case of Sai Baba and Bhute, then Sai Baba should have told the knowledge first, and if Bhute gets impressed, then he should give Guru Dakshina or not give according to his decision. But here Baba told differently.
Differently, but he has asked only 5 rupees. Not hundreds. Even 5 rupees, such a rich man, see, Baba knows that he is a very greedy fellow. At any cost, money will not come out. Money will only go in his pocket. It will never come out. That greedy Baba is the incarnation of God Dattatreya. So he knows what is he. So he wants to remove that greediness. See, that greediness is the main cause for not accepting the human incarnation also. If it is in the stage of photos or statues, you will take food and do like this. But if he is a human incarnation, if you put food before him, he will eat. So it is mainly rejection of human incarnation is based on spiritual economics. Spiritual economics.
Swami, you mentioned first needs to learn the Jnana Yoga, Bhakti Yoga, and after that
Karma Yoga.
Karma Yoga. But in Gita, it was in the reverse. Even that,
People told reverse way.
but Krishna, oh, it's not by Krishna. I was
Not
my
Krishna.
question
No,
was,
no.
is
Not
that, because even I seen some YouTube by some other preacher, he mentioned Karma Yoga so that he will get the good, good
Discipline.
day, discipline and good day. Then he will get into the this and that. Anyways,
That is done by scholars, not by Krishna, not by any Sadguru.
Swami, you said that Indriya Nigraha, Baba also said in the story that Indriya Nigraha, like controlling five senses, is a prerequisite to learn Brahma Jnanam. But here you have allowed all of us, but most of us does not have the control. So how can that be a standard, Swami?
You see, the policy has to be changed as per the circumstances, as per the atmosphere. The policy should be modified. If you sit on the particular policy which was adopted in Kurta Yuga, Satya Yuga, can it be successful in this Kali Yuga? Policy should be changed as per the atmosphere. So Shankara did the same thing. When Shankara came, all were atheists, either Purvamimamsakas or Buddhists. Then he told every soul is God. Because you cannot change the atheist by telling that God is differently existing from you. God is separate from you. If you say, atheist will never agree. He told, you are God. You exist. Yes, everybody says that he will exist, he is existing. Therefore God is existing. He changed all the atheists by simply the 3 steps logic. And the first step is totally lie. You are God. Is it not? Based on a lie, he could change the society, the atheists. That is not wrong. Anything you do, get a good result. Let the students pass the examination. Is it not? You give some revision of the lesson or give some important questions and answers, some guide, something. It's not copying. So something to make them pass. So according to the nature, stage of the disciples, the surrounding atmosphere, the Guru should change the policy and get the result. That is important. You simply preach the old philosophy, which was successful in those days, in the Yuga of Satya Yuga. You just simply, I will preach that only. Then nobody will come. Nobody will hear you. So, why is a Sadguru wants the welfare of the humanity? That is why he is taking all that trouble. Not to earn something, earn fame or earn money. Not like that. He has got a lot of fame. Already he was bored with fame in the upper worlds. And his wife is Goddess Lakshmi. Who he doesn't give directly to everybody. His wife gives to everybody. So he is not bothered about these things, and he has always the guts to tell the truth. Because he is not aspiring anything. Why should he change the policy? If I say this theory like this, he will give me some 10 rupees. If I change the same concept in this way, he will not take out even 1 rupee. Then he will immediately change the policy. Because his aim is to get money, to earn money or to earn fame. So when that is not his aim, he has guts to say the truth. You listen or don't listen. This is truth.
Swami, you mentioned that we should not kill any animals. Even to God also we should not give, like in the festivals or something. But in the village festivals, especially in the village festivals, into somebody's dream, the village goddess will come into the dream and will say, why you have not given, you have to give the bali in Telugu of goat or something, this and that. So how to correlate this for me? I suffered this actually.
You see, there is truth and fraud. Both are there. Everywhere. Everywhere there is truth and fraud. Truth is that you all worship me, you have forgotten me. The village goddess came in somebody's dream and telling that is true. But you give me animals as bali, you give me chicken or goats, that is fraud. That is this fellow's taste for that mutton. He speaks false. Or even, dream has two ways. It can be the true message of God, or it can be his own samskara materializing in his dream. His taste for mutton materialized as a dream, and his taste appeared as goddess. That goddess is made of his taste only. See, just a simple logic. She is the mother of the humanity. Is there any mother who wishes the death of her child? Simple logic. Mother. At least father may be an exception. Nukuputro jayet kvajidepi kumatana bhavati. I told that one cinema, Tangapathakam, Tamil, their father shoots the son. But in that place, if mother is there, she cannot shoot this. So how she can ask a universal mother, how she can ask for the death of the child, her child? It is only the dream is having two dimensions. There is actually Brahma Sutra on the dream. Sanjhe Sruštirahi. There is a Brahma Sutra. That is, the dream is of two types. One, his own samskara appearing as dream. Another, God appearing and giving some message. There are two types. You have to separate these two by your analysis. Suppose somebody, you got a dream where God has appeared and asked for bali, sacrifice. Then you must understand, since the universal mother, the divine mother, will not aspire the death of her child, whatever this dream is only my samskara. It is not true. Actually, divine mother did not appear. By analysis you can find out. Simple logic. No mother wants the death of her child. Will the divine mother, will she desire for the death of her child? Simple logic. You can decide whether the dream is a true dream or a false dream, which is the materialization of your samskara, your vasana, your guna. Yes. Anybody from the room? The mic is rotating in this room only.
Swamiji, my question. Swamiji, if excess of chicken curries are left, is it better to throw it away like that, or leave it like that, or serve to somebody?
Mutton, huh?
Chicken or mutton.
Why it is left over?
Like the question is that, in some functions halls and
why you have gone there?
Swami, you are Sarvagna.
Maybe if you really believe that, don't attend there, don't go there. Avoid that place. No question of dealing with that. Just leave it. It is full of sin. It is the highest sin in the entire creation. Ahimsa paramo dharmaha. The greatest justice is not to kill any living being. Therefore, killing any living being is the greatest sin, injustice. It is very serious. See, the punishment of that is you will be born as goat and the goat will be born as butcher in the next birth. So don't associate yourself with that field in any way. Try to oppose it.
Father Namaskar Swamiji.
Yes.
This is Gani Swamiji.
Hmm.
So, with respect to the earlier question that someone had asked, so in office parties there is alcohol served and non-veg served. Though I don't drink alcohol or eat non-veg, my boss is asking to go attend. And I go attend and eat some vegetarian food and come out. Is that also shouldn't be done?
No, not like that. You can go there, but don't take the alcohol and non-vegetarian food. You will not get sin by attending the meeting. Only if you are involved in it by eating, by drinking, or by selling, doing alcohol business, doing non-vegetarian food business, eating or killing or preparing alcohol, then you will get the involvement and the share in the sin, fruit of the sin. Simply by attending the thing, you will not get the sin.
Okay, so
You go there, don't drink alcohol, don't eat non-vegetarian food.
okay, Swamiji. There is one more question that I have. That in my house, ritualistic practices have happened. Homam is there. They burn wood. They have this homa and all these things. So, how do I convince my parents or my relatives this is wrong?
See, try to convince them. My website is there. I have given several arguments also. You take that article, present to your parents, present to your friends, present to your relatives. Like that you can do. Don't give arguments from your side. You take my original script and read before them. Then perfect logic will be there. Sometimes you may miss the logic somewhere and it may not impress. But if you take the knowledge retained by me, the points will come one by one in sequence, perfect logical sequence. That will definitely change their mind. Because every question that they can raise is already answered in my script. Nobody can ask further any question. Huh?
No question will arise.
Arise. That is God Datta. That is why he is called as Guru Datta. He is the Guru. Gurur Gurutaraya Namaha. He is the Guru of Gurus. He also tells in Bhakti Ganga, Dattatreya Munindrulamu Guru Ladiddagavachitimi. We have come not to preach ordinary humanity. We came to rectify the Gurus.
Swami?
Yes.
This is Bharat Krishna Swami. My question is, Swami, you as a human incarnation of God sometimes say that it is very difficult to trust human beings because they will change any time, like that. So we as human beings, how can we trust and maintain relationship with anyone, Swami, like this?
See, if you don't maintain the relationship, you are the loser. The other side is not losing anything. The necessity is yours. At least you apply the 50-50 probability to the human incarnation. He may be a human being or he may be God. Okay? Then, believing God as human being is worst, is not good. Believing human being as God is not bad. No harm will take place. If you treat somebody lower fellow as higher fellow, you will not be punished. If you say the peon of the collector as collector, you will not be punished. But if you say the collector as the peon, you will be arrested. Is it not? So suppose you have mistaken a human being like me as God and say that realize me as a human being as a lower item, telling me as a higher item is not punishment for you. There is no punishment for you. If you suppose I am God and if you tell me as a human being, there is punishment to you. And that means you will lose the benefit. So therefore, see, question is doubt comes. If doubt is not the point only in the spiritual knowledge. In every knowledge, doubt is there. In physics, there is doubt. Mathematics, there is doubt. Chemistry, there is doubt. You clarify the doubt with the teacher. Similarly, in spiritual knowledge, you clarify the doubt with the Sadguru. And if you see, Sadguru is preaching spiritual knowledge and asking you to follow that spiritual knowledge. And if you don't follow, loser is yourself. So therefore, you can believe somebody as God. You may reject somebody, some God as a human being. So everything, full freedom is given to you. There is no compulsion on you. And one thing, if a human being deceives the humanity, telling that he is Sadguru or God, definitely that fellow is going to be punished by God. And the punishment will be the most severe punishment. Why? Because he doesn't have the true spiritual knowledge. He only preaches wrong knowledge. And for preaching wrong knowledge, declaring himself as God, such a fellow is very, very harmful to the world. And he will be punished by God very severely. So you need not bother about that. God will take care of that. Okay?
Yes, Swami. So actually, Swami, when it is a Sadguru saying something, 100% we can trust Swami. Once we know through knowledge and everything, it is very, definitely he is the only one who is trustworthy. But apart from that, like for example, a young man has to go for marriage. And before marriage, they will discuss. And the girl says, so and so, this is me, I will be like this. But that person may change in the future. So how do we trust and go ahead and like that?
You see, then don't marry. You see, if you find everybody like that, it is better not to marry. See, I tell you one thing. You can test any girl for marriage just in 1 minute. You simply put a question. Do you believe in God? One question. Yes, I believe in God. Then you ask another question. Do you believe that God will punish the sins? But these two questions are sufficient. If she says, yes, I believe that God punishes the sins, You can simply select her. No other questions are required. Do you like Chiranjeevi cinemas? Or do you like Akhineyan Nageshwar Rao cinemas? Which is your favorite heroine, hero? All this unnecessary. Simply ask, do you believe in God? Yes, I believe in God. Suppose she says. Then you ask a second question. Do you believe that God will punish the sin very, very severely? Yes, I believe. Sufficient. She will definitely be truthful in the life. Definitely. She may, due to ignorance, may commit some error due to ignorance. But if you rectify her ignorance, she will definitely come to the right path. Because she believes in God, because she believes that God will punish the sin. Sufficient. These 2 points are sufficient. Have faith in God. Yes. My
Padanamaskaram, Swami.
Yes. Namaste.
Swami, my question is semi-Nivrutti, Swami. Like as you said, Sadguru, false Sadgurus are punished for their false interpretations. But being false Sadguru, they cheat people throughout their life period, no Swami. Though the devotees who are cheated may choose the wrong paths and they may be diverted for a long time. Same thing happened in worldly life also, like Indian first Prime Minister had made wrong amendments. Through that effect, India has been experiencing many miseries and hurdles. So why God supports those leaders to be well lived and give them long life through generations and generations, for me?
You see, the punishment of God for sin is always definite and there is no exception in it. Even when God is forced to do some sin, he punished himself. When Gopikas were after Krishna, Krishna told them to go back, but they loved God so much and they told, we won't go back, we will die in the river Yamuna. Then he told that if you dance with me, you will have to embrace the red hot copper statue of Krishna in the hell. They did not care for that. After all, that statue was of Krishna, so we don't mind. Like that. Then he accepted and danced with them. And due to that, he has taken their sins onto him. And he punished himself for having danced with Gopikas by embracing the red hot copper statue of Gopika in the hell. And since he has taken their sins onto him, he became Gopika and embraced the red hot copper statue of Krishna. 1,000 Gopikas, 1,000 times. So when he is not making himself, he is the lawmaker. If he violates the justice, there is nobody to ask him. For all of us, God is there to ask. For him, there is nobody to ask. Nothing will happen. He can escape the punishment. He can violate the punishment. There is nobody to question him. In that case also, he punished himself. And he did not use any special power. When he is doing like this in his own case, will he do with anybody else? See, the point is, the defect in our side is that We are not studying the human being all the 24 hours, taking a camera, audio, video system, 24 hours shooting him. Okay, I have recorded 24 hours. Even then, you can record only his external behavior, you don't know his internal behavior. Internal thoughts you don't know. At any time you cannot record his internal thoughts. So there is a defect on our side in studying the case. First, external behavior, all the 24 hours you don't have a record. Internal behavior, any time you can't record. So we are limited. With our limited knowledge and with our limited equipment, how can you conclude about a person? There may be, he might have done something wrong, some sins are there, some good deeds are also there. Now he has to enjoy the good deed. He will enjoy the good deed. After that, he has to enjoy the bad deed. He will enjoy the bad deed. There is a list, there is a sequence. How you are saying only since he has done bad deeds, he should enjoy the bad, he should enjoy the bad fruits. Shall not the same rule apply to good deeds also? Since he has done good deeds, he shall enjoy the good deeds. So therefore, you cannot judge the case with your limited knowledge, with your limited equipment. Only the omnipotent, the omniscient God can judge. And he knows when to punish. When he punishes, you can give one blow to your enemy. When he decides to give, he will give 100 blows. So, therefore, you leave to God who is omnipotent and omniscient regarding his administration. Indirectly, you are finding fault with the administration of God. Indirectly. His administration is not good. Why he is doing like this? Why he is not doing like this? It is a criticism of God's administration. And you are not omnipotent, you are not omniscient. He is omnipotent and he is omniscient. Definitely he is doing the correct thing only. Why should we worry? We also have done several bad things. We also will be punished by him. How can we become judges? A person who has become criminal, how can he become judge? So therefore, you leave everything to the omnipotent and omniscient God. He knows. Moreover, one more thing is also there. God's aim is not revenge. His aim is reformation. Even to sinner, he gives sufficient time to reform. I discussed this in several articles, several messages. See, suppose you are done something bad by your enemy. You are harmed. He will compensate you. When he compensated you, you should keep your mouth shut up. Because since you have got the compensation, now don't enter between God and that criminal. God may give some time to him to change. And suppose he changes, all his previous sins are also cancelled. Moreover, another thing, you might have harmed him in the previous birth. And in return, he has harmed you in this birth. It is a return case. Again, he cannot be harmed for harming you. You harmed him in the previous birth. In this birth, he harmed you. The case is closed. Again, you don't remember the previous birth. He has harmed me. Why he is not punished? No, punishment cannot be given. Because it is not a fresh case. it is a retort case. Over. So there are so many secrets, so many angles in the administration of world, and he always does the best. And once you are compensated, you see, unnecessarily, if you are having such revengeful thoughts, you will be punished for having such revengeful thoughts also. Draupadi, example I gave. See, Krishna decided to kill Kauravas. He will kill on a specific day. Meanwhile, he tried to change them. He went as a messenger and tried his level best. This Draupadi was always crying. They have harmed me. They should be punished. They should be killed. She was always talking with revenge against Kauravas. Had she not talked, had she kept silent, he has already decided to kill Kauravas. He kills Kauravas. Now since you have talked in a very bad way, indirectly criticizing God's administration for your revenge, her 5 sons were killed by Ashwatthama that night. Nobody became king. Even though she fought for the war and got the victory, she could not enjoy the fruit of the victory. Whereas Subhadra enjoyed, who never talked anything against Kauravas. So therefore, best thing, I think I have written several messages on this topic. Best thing is you leave to God. He knows everybody. He knows what is present in every nerve of the human being. Sometimes the human being may not notice the matter present in its own nerve, but God knows that also. He is omniscient and also omnipotent. He knows when to punish. Finally, if he is not reformed, what he is going to do? He is going to throw the soul into permanent births of animals, birds, insects and worms. He will never return back. That soul never returns back. Constantly undergoing suffering. Liquid fire, he will throw the liquid. That is the liquid fire. They say in Bible, Purugu savadu, nippu aarave. The soul will not die and the fire will not be extinguished. Constant suffering he is going to give. But when he tries all the ways for reformation, and when the soul fails, when he decides that the soul cannot be changed, then only he will throw into the liquid fire. He will try his level best to change the soul because he is the divine father of all souls. Aham bija pradapita. We are parents only in this birth. He is the parent in all the births. Compare his love to souls to our love to our children. That is what Shankara says. Mata pitru sahasrebhyo pyaptaha Bhagavan Parameshwaraha. Even millions of parents cannot be equal to his love to souls. But that is why he tries to change. He doesn't immediately punish the sinner. He tries to change him permanently so that if he is transformed into a good soul through spiritual knowledge, he will have a good future, Permanent good future is there. A father will always try for that side only. And when the father is disgusted, loses all hope, then also this human father will not punish his son. But he is not like human father. He is wise. He is very intelligent. This fellow is not going to change. So let me throw in that cycle of animals and birds. There also he has shown the love on that soul. You know why? Because the soul, even though he is having human body, he is interested in eating, drinking, sleeping and sex. All these four in animals, birds also are present. You don't want anything extra. So why unnecessarily this human body? The animals and birds also have the same four. You want only those four, nothing else. So you confine to your desire. He fulfilled their desire. You are not giving concentration to other subjects. Only you are giving to these four only. Okay? Then why unnecessarily this human body? This human body with human intelligence is meant for your spiritual work, spiritual progress, realize God, become divine, become close associate of God, get salvation. These. You are not at all interested in these things. Always yearning. What animals and birds do? Always yearning for their food. Always yearning. Okay? Eat, drink, sleep, and have sex, produce children. So, if you are confined to these four only, so let me give the place where these four are only available and nothing else. Is he inimical to his issues? He has fulfilled the desire of his issues. When you are concentrating on these four, have these four always in this birth. There also is kindness. Yes, not revenge. Yes. Whatever you desired, that alone is given. You want only curd rice. A big vessel with full curd rice is kept before you. You don't want to see any other food item. Okay. Very big vessel containing only curd rice is kept. You go on eating that. Anyway, you are not interested in another food item. Have that only. Everywhere you find his kindness only. We misunderstand that he is foolish or he is not doing properly. Not like that. He always does properly. He is Father, you must remember. You can remember God, you can understand God, thinking your love to your son or daughter. You just once think. You are criticizing somebody, some political leader who is doing sin and not being punished. Suppose your son or daughter is doing sin, will you punish? Will you not give sufficient time to change your son or daughter? What you are doing in the case of your son and daughter, just for being father or mother in one birth, he is the father for millions of births to each soul. How much he must try for them? And you need not worry at all, because suppose he has harmed you. Okay? He compensates you. That is better for you. So without compensating you, suppose he kills your enemy. What benefit you get? Nothing. By killing the enemy, what benefit you got? Let him kill or not kill, that is live between the criminal and God. You get the compensation. You are benefited. So better always to leave everything to God, and if you are harmed, he will compensate you immediately and then deal with the criminal. Since he has compensated you, you should keep silent. You should not ask for the punishment of your enemy. Okay?
Swami, in practically, like when we go to any offices like MRO or to resolve some issue, if you approach any police or something, that time we will be forced to give some money as a bribe. So how much sin the giver is a devotee, let's say he don't want to give but he is forced to make that to happen. So how much sin the provider giver will acquire?
You see, again, this question is based on different behaviors of the souls. And different behaviors have different fruits. Okay? Suppose you don't give any corruption, you don't give any money to him, and go on a justified path only. Huh? You see, then you will get the fruit of the following 100% justice. You will get that fruit. Suppose you given money to him and ask him to do some favor, and if that favor you ask, if that favor is not justified also, on your side injustice is there, and you are giving bribe to him to do injustice, then you will be also severely punished. Suppose on your side there is justice, and you are giving bribe to him for the sake of justice, the punishment will not be so severe, because your case is justified. Then even if you give some bribe to the police and get it done, because police will not work without bribe. So if you bribe him, it is not of much punishment. You need not fear for that very much. Maybe little, because you should have believed in God, and you should have gone in the path of justice without doing corruption, without giving bribe to him. You must have depended on God directly, and God, than the policeman, God will render better justice to you. Definitely. You did not have faith on God. So, even then, if your case is justified, the punishment will not be very severe, very minute. You will be given a warning, that's all, by God. When you go to hell, Yamadharmaraja will give a warning. This is not good, you should not do like this. Some severe warning, he will scold, right? But he will not punish you. So it depends on the case.
Thank you,
Swami,
Swami.
Sakaboti again from Nanalu. I have a quick question. So nowadays, I see that many people are suffering from diseases, very harmful diseases. What is the path for them to get relief from those diseases?
You see, disease is a type of punishment. See, punishments are also as many as the sins. So, disease is a type of punishment. People are not suffering only due to diseases. So many other mental tensions are there. Somebody is suffering with poverty. That is also a punishment. That is also suffering. Somebody is suffering being mad. That is also a punishment. Somebody is suffering because he has got only one son. That son is killed. And further he did not get any son or any daughter. He will be suffering throughout the life. That is also suffering. Suffering is given in several ways, and disease is one of those sufferings. And how one should come out of disease, that is something like telling how the human being should come out from one type of punishment. What about other types of punishment? So it is better to think that one should come out of all the types of suffering, all types of punishments, That is just by reformation of the soul. Not by worships, not by anything. Only reformation of the soul, which involves 3 steps. First, realization. See, one has the habit of stealing somebody's money from his pocket. This stealing is a sin. It should not be done. This is called as realization, the first step. This is Jnana Yoga. Because it involves a lot of logic and lot of cases. Suppose somebody's mother is very ill, he is damn poor, he steals something and purchases a medicine and gives to his mother. No? So there are so many sub-cases in one case also. So, if you realize the sin, the next step is repentance. You should repent. Why I have done this sin? Such a foolish thing I have done. Why I have done like this? Repentance. Repentance is bhakti yoga. Then the third step is karma yoga. That is non-repetition of the same sin in future life. If you do not repeat the same sin in the future life, not only the punishment of this sin, present sin, the punishments of all types, all sins of that type done in the past were cancelled. Here note that that type, suppose you are stealing, hereafter you are not stealing after realization and repentance. Then all the cases, all the punishments pending in the list due to your previous stealings, they all get cancelled. Suppose you have got the habit of torturing somebody, that will not be cancelled by this type of sin. If you stop torturing anybody in your entire life, then all those past tortures done by you were cancelled. The reason is, the punishment is also for reformation only. Somebody killed X. This fellow is given death punishment. Why? Because he should not kill Y, again a second person in the society. Suppose he has that reformation through knowledge and he is not going to kill second person in the society, then why should he be hanged? What is the necessity of the punishment? When he is not repeating, past is past, he has done. But he is not going to repeat hereafter. And even the punishment, permanent life imprisonment you have given, only to see that he will not enter the society and kill the second person. When that is achieved through knowledge, then why this punishment again to be given? He has already changed. He will not kill anybody. Why should we hang him again? The hanging is done so that he will not, if you decide this fellow will not change, this fellow will kill again somebody in the society, then you are hanging him. When the reformation is there, punishment is unnecessary. Punishment need not be repeated. So when the reformation is there, the punishments of sins of that type done in the past by this soul all get cancelled. Jnanagni sarva karmani bhasmasat kurute arjuna sarvam jnana praveneva vrujinam santarishyase. By the realization, he mentioned the realization jnana. Realization follows repentance. Repentance follows non-repetition of the sin. By this boat, you can cross all the ocean of the sins. The ocean of sins can be crossed by this boat of reformation. So, why I am telling? Who asked this question?
This is Vishnu Swami.
Huh? What you asked?
I asked nowadays, like lot of people are.
Disease, yes. So therefore, if you don't know due to which sin you got this disease. So if the diseased person every day prays God, realizes all types of sins, prays God, and does not repeat any sin, he will be cured from the disease immediately. There is no doubt in it. Except this one way, there is no other way. By doing some pujas, some worships, etc., you may get a temporary pacification. This punishment will be postponed to the future, and along with the accumulated interest, one has to undergo the punishment completely later on. So, okay?
Okay, Swami, thank you. Yeah. I was looking at people, so that hearing about these cases are built back for them. But I think you have given a very good answer, Swami. Thank you so much.
Okay. Any other question?
No, Swami, we are.
Hmm?
Questions are over.
Over. Huh? Okay. So I am concluding this questions answers session by giving a small message, that is, every one of you should recognize, you see, everybody is suffering with one difficulty, that is, which form of God we should worship. There are several forms of God in Hinduism. In Christianity, there is one form of God, Jesus or Jehovah, formless. In Muslim, there is one God, Allah, or one Prophet, Muhammad, like that. But in Hinduism, several forms of God are there. Which God we should worship? See, if you worship God Datta, who is present in all forms of God of Hinduism, every form, every divine energetic form in the upper world, and every human incarnation in this world, earth, every incarnation, every form of God contains God Datta in that form. God Datta is the first energetic incarnation created by the unimaginable God. The actual, original, ultimate God is unimaginable. Since He is unimaginable, we cannot even meditate upon. We cannot even imagine Him. So that is out of our scope. The next thing is that unimaginable God created some space and some energy. He created the first energetic being called Datta. Why He has created? He is unimaginable. No soul can worship Him. No soul can meditate upon Him. Therefore, He created a first energetic being, a first energetic form, so that these future souls, this is before creation, future souls will worship a form, an energetic form, and with that form, the unimaginable God completely merged. So it is something like a person who is taking bath in the bathroom without any cloth, naked, is like the unimaginable God. Unimaginable God can never be imagined. Similarly, the person in the bathroom can never be seen by anybody. Just like that naked person who is taking bath in the bathroom, when he comes out, he wraps himself with a towel or some stitched dress. When he comes out, he is visible to everybody. Since he has worn a medium, a cloth, let us say the energetic medium is silk cloth, and let us say that the human medium is cotton cloth. Both are cloths only. Both are cloths only. If the unimaginable God is coming in the energetic form, it is called as energetic incarnation. If the unimaginable God is coming in human form, that is called as a human incarnation. Now, the Veda written by God Himself says 2 points in the definition of God. Who is God? God is that person, that item, entity, who is only one and who is doing the creation, maintenance and destruction of this world. There are 2 points. He is only one and he is doing the creation, control or ruling or maintenance of this world and also destruction of the world. These 3 activities are done by a single person. That is the definition of God. That is Brahman. That is what Veda says. Now, applying this definition, God Datta is a single person. He has 3 faces, Brahma, Vishnu and Shiva. By the face of Brahma, he is doing creation. By the face of Vishnu, he is maintaining or controlling or ruling the creation. And by the face of Shiva, he is destroying the creation. He is only one. Ekameva Dvitiyam Brahma. He is doing all the 3 works. That is creation, maintenance and destruction. Yato va imani bhutani jayanti, yena jatani jivanti, yat prayanti abhisamvishanti. Therefore, the Vedic definition involving 2 points regarding the definition of God is completely applied in the case of God Datta. The same God Datta is called as Father of Heaven in other religions. That is why he becomes universal God for any religion. We Hindus call him as Datta, God Datta. Other religions call as Father of Heaven. So, he is the universal God. He is the universal God in not only Hinduism, but also in all the religions of the world. He may have a different form. Form is just, it can be created by him. So, this is the importance of God Datta. And the relevance of human incarnation to the humanity is, it is quite relevant. You see, the human beings, if they want to see God, they have to do penance for lifetime. Sometimes lifetime penance, also God does not appear. Even when God appears, that unimaginable God will not appear because he is unimaginable. Only the energetic incarnation will appear. Either God Datta or his subsequent energetic incarnations or past human incarnation can appear. But that will take a lifelong time. You see, to see God, then to get the true spiritual knowledge from God, then to practice it, even one life is not sufficient. If you take the whole lifetime for doing penance to see the energetic form of God or past human incarnation, then where is the time to hear the knowledge, to practice the knowledge and attain the grace of God? Therefore, this is simply waste of time. To get the true spiritual knowledge, you wanted to see God. For that you are doing penance, lifelong penance. Then where is the time for you to hear the knowledge and practice the knowledge? That is why God has helped the humanity by coming in human incarnation. In human incarnation, he is available in every generation to the humanity. And he explains the true spiritual knowledge through the human form. God has given this facility. See, you can directly hear the true spiritual knowledge from the God, from the human form of God. Then you have lot of lifetime to understand it, to practice it, and to gain the grace of God. No time is wasted. God has helped. Human form of God is relevant to earth. Energetic form of God is relevant to the upper worlds, which contain energetic beings. Their bodies, soul are made of energy. Here, the soul is made of energy, but the body is made of the 5 elements. Materialized body. So God will come in energetic form for the sake of upper worlds, for the sake of energetic beings of the upper worlds, and God will come in human form for the sake of humanity on this earth. That is, energetic incarnation is relevant to the upper worlds, and human incarnation is relevant to the humanity on this earth. If one misses, if the human being misses the human incarnation due to common repulsion of the media, human being is also having the same human body, soul, the human incarnation like Rama or Krishna also has the same body. So common bodies, there will be repulsion. Electron repel. So due to this common repulsion, due to the repulsion of common media, the human being misses the human incarnation here in this world. And when this human being dies, this soul will enter an energetic body and will go to the upper worlds. When it goes to the upper worlds, he will see this soul, this energetic being will see God Vishnu, for example. God Vishnu is also energetic incarnation. This dead soul who has gone in the energetic body there, he is also in the energetic body. So there is again repulsion between common energetic media. So the person who loses the human incarnation on this earth will lose the energetic incarnation in the upper world also. That is what Veda says. Ihacheda vedi dadhasatyamasti nachediha vedi mahati vinashtihi. If you recognize the human incarnation on the earth, you will recognize the energetic incarnation in the upper world, because you have crossed the repulsion between common human media and you have passed the repulsion between common energetic media there also. If you succeed in recognizing the human incarnation on this earth, you will succeed in recognizing the energetic incarnation in the upper worlds also. If you lose here, you will lose there. If you gain here, you will gain there. So this small point should be kept in your minds, and you must always, you may worship any form of God, but remember that God Datta is present in that body, in that form of God. By this, we also do not have several gods. Same God in different dresses. Whatever form, Rama, Krishna, Shiva, whatever form you worship, that is only the external dress of God Datta. God Datta is the inner God. He is the personality, whereas the external form which you are worshipping is only his dress. You must remember that you are worshipping God Datta through this dress, through this form. Then you will succeed in your worship, in your prayers, in your meditation, anything. Okay?
శ్రీ సద్గురుదేవ నామావళి చదువుదాం అనుకున్నాను.
Okay, in 5 minutes, you finish. Come on.
శ్రీ సద్గురుదేవ నామావళి. మన సద్గురుదేవులు అష్టమ దత్తావతారులు శ్రీ 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 జన్నాభట్ల వేణుగోపాల కృష్ణమూర్తి గారే శ్రీ దత్తస్వామి. శ్రీ సద్గురు దేవ నామావళిని పఠించి సేవించి తరింతుముగాక. రాసినవారు చిలుకూరి బాలకృష్ణమూర్తి విరచితము. ఓం శ్రీ వేణుగోపాల కృష్ణమూర్తియే నమః. ఓం వీరభద్ర హనుమాంబ జ్యేష్ఠపుత్రాయ నమః. ఓం కశ్యప వంశజాతాయ నమః. ఓం జయకుమారీనాథాయ నమః. ఓం అనసూయాత్రిసుతాయ నమః. ఓం భవానీ బాలకృష్ణ దత్తపుత్రాయ నమః. ఓం త్రిముఖ షడ్భుజాయ నమః. ఓం సాక్షాత్ దత్తాయ నమః. ఓం భక్తప్రియాయ నమః. ఓం భక్తవత్సలాయ నమః. ఓం భక్తమార్గ ప్రదర్శకాయ నమః. ఓం భక్త జనసంరక్షకాయ నమః. ఓం భక్తరోగాకర్షకాయ నమః. ఓం భక్త రక్షణార్థ మహాయుద్ధ సంస్థంభకాయ నమః. ఓం జ్ఞాన సాగరాయ నమః. ఓం జ్ఞాన సూర్యాయ నమః. ఓం జ్ఞానబోధకాయ నమః. ఓం జ్ఞాన ప్రచారకాయ నమః. ఓం జ్ఞానపారాయణాయ నమః. ఓం అనంతానందదాయకాయ నమః. ఓం అనంత దుఃఖాకర్షకాయ నమః. ఓం అవధూతాయ నమః. ఓం తత్వస్థాపకాయ నమః. ఓం విజయపురిన్యస్థపాదకాయ నమః. ఓం కృష్ణలంకా సంచారాయ నమః. ఓం భస్మో పరికుంకుమోర్ధ్వరేకాయ నమః. ఓం కాషాయ వాససే నమః. ఓం శ్వేతాంబరాయ నమః. ఓం సదా మందహాసాయ నమః. ఓం త్రివర్ణమిళితాయ నమః. ఓం మృదుమధురభాషితే నమః. ఓం నిత్యవినయ సంశోభితాయ నమః. ఓం అహంకారరహితాయ నమః. ఓం అష్టసిద్ధిభూషణాయ నమః. ఓం వేదాంతశాస్త్రస్వరూపాయ నమః. ఓం గానప్రియాయ నమః. ఓం భజనప్రియాయ నమః. ఓం కమలసుగంధభరితాయ నమః. ఓం విభూతిపరిమళాయ నమః. ఓం సమసమాజస్థాపకాయ నమః. ఓం సర్వమతసమన్వయాయ నమః. ఓం సర్వగుణశోభితాయ నమః. ఓం మహాశాంతాయ నమః. ఓం మాత్సర్యరహితాయ నమః. ఓం బ్రహ్మతేజః ప్రదర్శకాయ నమః. ఓం విష్ణుచక్ర ప్రదర్శకాయ నమః. ఓం ఆత్మలింగ ప్రదర్శకాయ నమః. ఓం శ్రీకృష్ణ సాక్షాత్కర ప్రదర్శకాయ నమః. ఓం నరసింహ రూప ప్రదర్శకాయ నమః. ఓం విశ్వరూప ప్రదర్శకాయ నమః. ఓం షిర్డీ సాయి దర్శనకరాయ నమః. ఓం శ్రీ దత్తాత్రేయ సంపూర్ణ స్వరూప సందర్శకాయ నమః. ఓం ఉన్మత్త పిశాచాకార ధరాయ నమః. ఓం సత్యసాయి స్వరూప ప్రదర్శకాయ నమః. ఓం వ్యత్యస్త నీలపాద సందర్శకాయ నమః. ఓం లలితా సాక్షాత్కారకరాయ నమః. ఓం భద్రకాళీ సంభాషణాయ నమః. ఓం చిత్రాధర చాలనాయ నమః. ఓం చిత్రభాష్పధారా ప్రవర్తకాయ నమః. ఓం సదా వేద ప్రమాణాయ నమః. ఓం సర్వశాస్త్ర సాగరాయ నమః. ఓం గోలోక సందర్శకాయ నమః. ఓం ఉన్మత్త ప్రేమ సాగరాయ నమః. ఓం శత సంస్కృత గ్రంథకారకాయ నమః. ఓం వెంకటేశ్వర విశిష్ట వేషాయ నమః. ఓం సర్వదేవతా రూప ప్రదర్శకాయ నమః. ఓం సర్వదేవతా వేషధారిణే నమః. ఓం సుగంధ వ్యాపకాయ నమః. ఓం కర్పూరగంధాయ నమః. ఓం చంపకపుష్ప సుగంధాయ నమః. ఓం చందనగంధాయ నమః. ఓం దత్తవేద ప్రదాయ నమః. ఓం దత్తగురు భగవద్గీతా ప్రదాయ నమః. ఓం దత్తోపనిషత్కరాయ నమః. ఓం కృష్ణ భాగవత కవయే నమః. ఓం గోపీ గీతా మధురగానాయ నమః. ఓం మహిమ యమునా మూలాయ నమః. ॐ भक्तिगंगा गायकाय नमः ॐ ज्ञानसरस्वती प्रदाय नमः ॐ सूर्यप्रकाशविरोधकाय नमः ॐ ग्रीष्मकालस्तंभकाय नमः ॐ अनावृष्टिकालवर्षप्रदाय नमः ॐ शिवानन्दमहाराजसंस्तुताय नमः ॐ भवानी बालकृष्णसेविताय नमः ॐ लक्ष्मी अजेयकुमाराराधिताय नमः ॐ फणिकुमारहृदयवासिने नमः ॐ पद्मागीतार्चिताय नमः ॐ गायत्री चन्द्रशेखर सेविताय नमः ॐ प्रियांका दास्यप्रियाय नमः ॐ मानसास्मरणसन्तुष्टाय नमः ॐ वसुमती भीमशंकर सेविताय नमः ॐ रामनाथ गुरवे नमः ॐ लक्ष्मण साक्षात्कृताय नमः ॐ भाग्या सूर्य सेविताय नमः ॐ भास्कर पूजिताय नमः ॐ अरुणाकान्त पूजिताय नमः ॐ रमा संस्कृताय नमः ॐ लावण्यार्चिताय नमः ॐ शर्म सेविताय नमः ॐ प्रसाद सेविताय नमः ॐ सूर्यनारायण सेविताय नमः ॐ देवी निखिलगम्याय नमः ॐ रोहितस्थिरलक्षाय नमः ॐ विश्वमतसंस्थापकाय नमः ॐ ज्ञानमोहिनी रूपधारिणे नमः ॐ मनुष्यत्रिमताश्रिताय नमः ॐ अनेकलीलामहिमप्रदर्शकाय नमः ॐ सर्वविश्वन्यस्तपद्मपादाय नमः ॐ परिपूर्णदत्तावताराय नमः ॐ देवगणभविष्यावताराय नमः ॐ भविष्यकृष्णसरस्वती नामकाय नमः ॐ कालडी भविष्यजन्मने नमः ॐ भविष्यशंकरसरस्वती नामकाय नमः ॐ काशीक्षेत्रभविष्य आवताराय नमः ॐ श्री दत्तात्रेय सरस्वती नामकाय नमः ॐ अष्टमदत्तावताराय नमः ॐ ब्रह्म विष्णु शिवात्मक श्री दत्तात्रेय गुरुदेव स्वरूपाय नमः ॐ श्री जगदीश्वराय नमः ॐ श्री कुटुम्बेश्वराय नमः ॐ श्री देहेश्वराय नमः ॐ श्री आत्मेश्वराय नमः ॐ श्री सर्वेश्वराय नमः ॐ श्री समर्थ सद्गुरु श्री दत्त वेणुगोपाल कृष्ण मूर्तये नमः।
धन्यवाद स्वामी।
ओके। समुद्र श्री दत्ता शांति समुद्र श्री दत्ता शांति समुद्र श्री दत्ता निर्मल तत्वज्ञानी निर्विकार जगदंब साक्षी योगी राज गुरु पीठाधीशा अवधूताखिल विषय स्पंदा वेग रहिता संतोष रहिता शांति समुद्र श्री दत्ता शांति समुद्र श्री दत्ता शांति समुद्र श्री दत्ता ओम शांति शांति शांति। नमस्ते 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 नमस्ते
प्रणाम स्वामी जी।
नमस्ते
नमस्कार
नमस्ते नमस्ते
नमस्ते स्वामी।
नमस्ते
Namaskaram Swami.
Namaste. 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 Namaste.
Pranam Swami.
Namaste.
Happy birthday to you, Swami. Happy birthday
Lord Krishna says in the Bhagavad Gita that propagating divine spiritual knowledge pleases the Lord greatly. Jnana yajnena tenaham ishtasyamiti me matihi. Spiritual knowledge brings about permanent peace and harmony in the world. So join us in sharing this divine knowledge of Lord Datta and earn the highest grace of God. For more spiritual videos, visit our YouTube channel, Shri Datta Swami. For more discourses on true spiritual knowledge, visit the website www.universal-spirituality.org.